listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Momba, Tony D, and JYD.
Hello, everybody. We'd like to welcome you to New Kids on the Pod. I am one of your hosts, JYD, and with me, as always, is Tony D and the big, the sexy, the lovely, the beautiful, the wonderful Mamba.
I don't like this new setup.
Why not?
So for those who can't notice, especially audio listeners, Tony, our benefactor, has provided us with new pop filters.
And shock mounts.
Apologies. Shock mounts and pop filters.
So you can see us better. You can see our faces.
So when I move you can't hear it, right?
No, you can't.
It's because it's not set on a thing. It's like it's in between these cords.
Yeah.
They're like button. So when
It improves the audio quality for our listeners.
Yeah.
Because like we move our if I don't know, you guys don't ever listen. I'm assuming.
No.
But I listen.
Why would I listen to this podcast?
But I listen, and we move these around quite a bit because like we got to move it closer, further away.
Drink
whatever.
my beer.
Yeah, drink your beer, whatever, and you can hear. And it sounds like a big pop. It's terrible. It sounds like shit.
I can't hear it.
Look at this. Look.
Well,
See how quiet that is?
I mean, I was a little like apprehensive because I remember I was like, why are we getting new pop filters? What's wrong with the ones we have? They work fine. And they're like, no, we should get these. And you sent me a link, and I ignored you.
They were only like $5.
And then I said, send me a link again.
These are
He ignored me again.
And then I ignored you again. And then the third time, like, send me a link.
No, they were like $10.
And they're like, fuck it, just get. Yeah, they're like 10 each.
Yeah, it's like 10 each.
So I was like, fuck it, send me the link. And then the third time, I didn't ignore him. Like, fuck it.
Third time's a charm.
Fuck it, I'll get it. So then I got him, only because I felt bad that I showed up late the past couple times. So like, all right, maybe this will kind of like, you know.
What time did you show up today? Late, but whatever. I was watching a movie, so
Yeah. So anyway, so I got him, and I must say, I do like him. I am not Visa, I am not MasterCard, but I will give credit where credit is due, and this was a good idea.
See, told you.
on your part.
Well, it was my idea, but you paid for it.
It was a good idea on your part, Tony.
I'm glad I came up with this idea. Yeah.
But I don't like. I used to hide behind the gigantic pop filter, like I would hide my face.
Yeah.
Or if I was feeling like bloated that day, I would set it a little lower so the viewers could see my robust figure. Now I have nothing to hide behind.
So what do they see when you're not bloated?
Just meat.
But this is nice because like now I can actually see my screen and I can probably read better
Yeah.
because I get full view.
Yes, Joker.
I'm not constricted.
Yes, Joker. The pop filter was the reason why.
Yeah, because I couldn't see my screen.
Oh, so your lack of production skills was due to
Yeah, I can't see-
this
I
whole
can't see my screen.
time.
Bro, this is a game changer.
This is what year are we doing this?
That was a cause of your literacy.
So from now on we expect A1 production.
Yeah.
So if a kid's having a hard time in school reading, it's like, how big is your pop filter, kid?
Well, no, it's like when kids can't see the board because they need glasses. So these are my glasses. Now I can see. Now I'm gonna do better.
Look, man, all I heard was you're gonna do better, and I hope you do. Which anyway. So by the way, what are we drinking today?
We're drinking Cross of Gold by Revolution Brewery.
It's actually one of my
about the good
one of my
stuff
favorites.
today. Mm-hmm. What's the occasion?
I love you.
Oh, I also got something for you guys.
Oh, another gift. Damn, Tony's full of gifts today. Pulling out his little Barney bag right
It'd
now.
be funny if he just came up and just gave a middle finger. Oh,
What is this?
New Glarious Spotted Cow.
Oh, nice. Where'd you get these from? Well, I'm assuming New Glarus.
From Wisconsin.
They're from Wisconsin Junkyard.
No, I know, but I'm saying, did you get them from New Glarus? Straight from like New Glarus? Or
Where else do you get them?
You can buy them at the store.
Which store?
Benny's.
Oh no, I didn't get them from Minnie's. So maybe 2 weeks ago, it was my mom's birthday, and our friend Alejandro, I think him or his brother Eki brought him to my house because my brother was in town that weekend for my mom's birthday, so they came, and I think they had something at my mom's house, and there was like a box that I saw next to the fridge. And I assumed they had drank them all. And then the other day I like tripped over it, and there was like, oh shit, there's 3 of them in there. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I just threw them in the fridge today and brought them.
Very nice.
Very, very nice.
So yes, you can thank me, but also thank Alejandro or Eki. I'm not sure. One of those two.
Probably Alejandro because he's alcoholic.
That is true.
But that means he would have drank them all.
No, because I'm pretty sure that like they had other things.
Oh, okay.
So who knows?
Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, Mamba, were you enjoying the movie before Tony got here?
I was. So me and Junkyard, for those who don't know, we work together. We're in the same company.
Same faction.
So yeah, and it was a slow day, so he came over to
It was at the end of the day. In all fairness,
It was the end of the day. It was like at 3 o'clock.
Are you?
We get off at 4
Are,
and
are
it
you
was-
just trying to cover up your laziness by saying it was a slow
Partially,
day?
yes.
Okay.
A little bit, but
I feel you.
Junkyard came over to my office. We weren't doing anything. And he was like, "Oh, I wish I could watch the rest of this movie." It was Doctor Sleep. I was like, "Well, because I didn't want to sit here awkwardly not talking to him."
Hold on. For those that don't know, that aren't cinephiles like myself, Doctor Sleep is a movie.
it came out 2019.
It came out last
It
year.
is a sequel to
A little-known movie by the name of
The Shining.
The
Shining.
If you haven't seen it, you might remember it by its iconic line, "Hello, Clarice."
No,
Yeah.
that's
Am I right, guys?
That sounds of the Lambs.
Close
shit.
enough. I think he. Oh, I was gonna say same decade, but no, definitely not.
I was way off.
The way off.
Okay.
Um,
Continue, guys.
and I made plans today because, like you said, you've been coming late the last few times. So I brought a book bag with some gym clothes. They opened up a Blink Fitness like a mile away from where Junkyard lives. I was gonna leave work, hit up the gym, and then come here, then record an episode, go home. But then Junkyard plays this movie at work, and I didn't think anything of it. After the hour, I was like totally invested.
Now you have to see.
I
it
was
through.
like, well, I can't just not watch the rest of this movie. So, yeah, then we came here, started watching it, and we're still not done.
All right,
Now we
so-
have to record.
Yeah.
So let's wrap this up.
Are you gonna finish watching it after we record?
Yes.
Possibly.
All right,
I
well-
think there's only like 30 minutes left.
All right. Well, I haven't seen it, and I
Uh-huh.
also haven't seen. Well, I've seen The Shining, but it's been a long time. So we're gonna have to watch that first, and then watch the second one from the beginning, so I could catch up too.
Or how about you just watch the rest of Doctor Sleep? Because not all great stories have to be told in a linear fashion. Haven't you guys ever seen that movie Memento? It was told in reverse.
Or Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, or Pulp Fiction. It was different
So
story.
you're saying I should watch the last 30 minutes and then go home and watch it in reverse?
So
Yeah.
you can see how it all comes together.
I'd rather just experience it from the beginning with you guys. So we'll do that. We'll watch it from the beginning.
I don't know, because I like the movie. I like The Shining, the movie. It was a classic.
I like the new Shining.
Junkyard likes. It's not new. Don't say it's
It's
the new
newer
Shining.
than the original.
It's newer than. He likes a made for TV, made for NBC Shining that came out during the 90s.
Yes, because I'll tell you a couple reasons why.
And you could
that
tell
one's
it
better.
came from the 90s.
So it had the guy from Wings. He played a way better Jack Torrance than Jack Nicholson did. It had sexy as Rebecca De Mornay. Rebecca De Mornay in all her 90s beauty.
I'm all, what's her name?
Fantastic.
Olive oil? I'm
Yeah,
all
Shirley, or no, what the fuck's her name? Yeah, the skinny looking,
Yeah, I'm
crackhead
her
looking
all
bitch.
day.
Her, no, she's nasty.
Uh-huh.
And it didn't have that annoying. Oh no, the worst part of it is the Danny. Danny in the
Is the
original
worst
was
part.
better.
Danny in the original one
It was better than
is
this one.
basically a mute. It doesn't talk. So
Yeah.
definitely better choice.
Oh, and then the other dude is better. The black dude. I don't know his name.
Well, that's racist of you.
Well, he's the only black guy in the movie. So
You could say the older gentleman,
the older black gentleman.
Danny's friend.
Yeah, him, the cook, chef. He's better.
But then they would have thought. But I understand why you said that now. Because if you would have said the cook or the chef, they were like, oh, the Mexican guy. So I see.
So anyway, so it is a superior. And then Stephen King actually did more of the new one than he did. He had like almost nothing to do with the original that Stanley Kubrick did.
Uh huh.
So I
That's
think
why the
this
'90s one was
is superior
Not that
to.
good.
No, the '90s one is superior.
definitely didn't
to,
age well. If you watch the '90s one and you watch the movie from the '70s,
The '70s one didn't age well either.
it did.
No, it did not.
All right. Well, we'll let Tony be the judge. He has to watch both,
Yes.
Anyway, so
so he'll probably by tomorrow. he'll
but
give
Doctor
us a-
Sleep actually looks like it's kind of connected more to the original Shining, the one in the '70s.
because that's a better version.
No, it's just the one everybody knows.
Yeah,
Because I don't think that many people saw the TV version.
for good reasons.
It's fantastic.
For good.
Anyway, Dr. Sleep, fantastic movie so far. I haven't finished watching it, but so far, so good.
I'm digging it. I don't think it did that well in the box office.
We can check real quick.
I think reviews wise it did pretty good, but box office did do so hot.
How do you like the setup for movies?
You
down
talking
here?
about here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty nice, especially the surround sound. I've always underestimated
A good surround sound.
it didn't.
Oh, it did do pretty
Yeah,
good.
it didn't do well at all.
1.5 mil.
But that's like an opening.
That's like
night.
nothing. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
So in other words, it's trash.
Well, it didn't do well in the box office. I mean, it's not a good movie. There's a lot of movies that don't do well in the box.
Well,
Most of Oscar nominated movies
I'll be
nominated
the
movies don't do
judge
well.
of that when I watch it with you guys from the beginning.
Holy shit! Only did 331,581 gross domestic. That's terrible.
Did they like not promote it? Because I never heard of it until you guys brought it up.
They did, but I didn't see I didn't find out about it till it was about to come out. And I read the thing too. I read the
It didn't do 31. It did
description?
31 million.
Oh yeah, my bad. 31 million. 31 million domestic. 72 million worldwide.
How much did it cost to make? It doesn't say. All right. Well, this ain't a movie podcast. Anyways,
We used to do this on my old movie podcast.
Yeah, that's why it failed.
Anyway, I read the fuck you. I read the description before it came out, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is garbage. Why would I want to watch this movie? But then once it came out, once I saw the trailer, I'm like, oh, it doesn't look bad. And then Mr. Bernard said it was really good.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, all right, I give it a shot. And so far, I'm not disappointed.
I like it.
I enjoy it thoroughly.
Tony will like it too when he watches it.
Yeah. It's on my Plex server. Just log on.
But it's also here, so I can watch it here with you guys.
See, the problem is that Mom and I are kind of tired, so we're probably gonna, Mom's gonna head home. I'm probably gonna go to sleep.
No, it's cool because Mom still got to go to the gym. So
No, Mom's not
so
going
here's what
anymore.
we're gonna
That
do.
ship has sailed.
So here's what we
He's
can
gonna
do.
go to McDonald's.
So dude, get him off
mean,
you.
I told him that earlier. So it's not wrong.
See,
His
Mom.
wife was like cooking, and she was like, "Do you want some?" He's like,
So this is what my wife made. So let me preface before we get to that Tony has inspired me
Okay.
with your Game Changers thing. I didn't watch it.
Oh, really? You should watch it. It's good.
No.
Anyway, continue.
Hold on.
Are you still sticking to that, by the way?
Yeah.
So I didn't watch it, but because you mentioned it, and Mama mentioned a podcast that has it was like the maker of Game Changers with a debunker.
Mm-hmm.
They went on an arguing / dick measuring contest. It was terrible.
I can imagine.
It was 4 hours, mind you.
Was it
Four
it was
hours of
4 hours
4 hours of like
dick measuring.
of my carnivore dick is bigger than
Yeah,
your
Jim
big
Karen
dick.
earlier today, he was like, "Oh, did you hear that part?" I was like, "I didn't listen to it. I just told you about it."
And then I'm like, good thing you didn't listen
But
to
you-
because
so you-
actually I was okay. So there were parts that I was very like entertained and stuff.
Okay.
Like for example, and there's other parts where I was like, dude, just fucking relax. Both of them.
Okay.
So the maker of the Game Changers, he was getting really, obviously it's his project. He was getting very passionate. And then the guy that was trying to debunk it, kind of looked like an idiot. I think the other guy did really well in the whole thing,
Exchange.
even though they both at points were like shut the fuck up already, both of them.
Yeah.
And then obviously the guy from Game Changers said a lot of stupid shit as well. Like they both said stupid shit. But anyway, bottom line, I came out. I took away stuff from both of them and compiled my own idea as opposed to
See, that's actually
listening to
that's
both of
actually
them.
really smart because I was gonna say because when I told people about it, they're like, oh yeah, I watch Game Changers, and they're like, I'm like, oh, I should look into it. So they're like, oh, so what are you gonna go vegan now? You're gonna go vegetarian? You're not gonna. I'm like, no, I didn't say that. Like, I have no problem with if you want to eat meat, that's fine. I'm not here to tell people like you shouldn't eat meat. Like whatever, I don't give a fuck. Do what you want to do.
Right.
I'm just saying I use the Bruce Lee approach, which is what he did with all sorts of martial arts. He studied everything and he just took what.
That guy brought that up in that too. The same guy, Jay Wilkes.
Yeah, so it's smart. Yeah, so you basically you just have an open mind. Just
Yeah.
watch it. You read about it, do your own research, because everyone's different. People's bodies react differently to different exercises, different regimens, different everything. So you take, what knowledge you can that's useful to you, and then you implement it into your whatever.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm still gonna eat meat.
Yeah.
Like I'm not cutting any meat.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
not getting rid of anything.
You're still sucking dick, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's
the
not
the tube steak is still the best.
That's always on
the best
menu.
kind of steak. But I'm just adding more vegetables. So before, the way I used to eat was like one serving of vegetables, one serving of meat,
Okay.
and then like sometimes a carb or something. Now I'm doing 2 servings of vegetables and 1 serving of meat. So I'm doubling up
Are your veggies?
on the veggies
Yeah.
as opposed to doing 1. I'm doing double of what I used to. So obviously I'm not going vegan or vegetarian. I'm just based. I guess if you think of the word, it's technically still plant based because your base is still more plants.
Yeah, because like, well,
You know what I'm saying?
Because what I was thinking is like,
Very clever.
is like I was just gonna try to just implement more plant-based protein because I'm like, let me just try it out. Let me see what it's like. So yeah, so like so now it's like I always try to like if maybe once or twice a week. Like what? It's only been like 2 weeks, but like so last week I had like I think I had chicken one day, and then I had like I had fish some other day, and that was pretty much it. Every other day I had nothing. I had just plant-based protein, and so but like if the opportunity arises and it's like that's all there is, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna eat because
Right.
there's no fucking. I mean, what
That's
is
what I was telling him earlier.
and
'cause-
then on but I won't I did notice that after like 2 weeks of it, and the week after that I did a lot better. I think I had some bacon bits on some breakfast, and I had like 2 sausage links one day or something, like something really small.
right.
So I went to Chinatown. One of our
TFTI,
one of
by
our
the
buddies
way.
invited us to
TFTI.
this ramen spot. See, I was gonna invite you guys, but I didn't want to put you guys at risk. You know, with all that coronavirus going around, I was like, you know what, I can't. See, I'll take a bullet, but I can't.
You're still putting us at risk by coming here with the coronavirus.
Yeah,
True.
and I don't feel so well either.
Did you eat any bat
Yeah,
while you were?
that was
Or snake?
It was
Did
on.
you eat any exotic animals?
Yeah, you know the bat soup was on clearance.
Oh.
Dude, they were practically giving it away. And they're so clean. Like everyone that was cooking had like these biohazard suits.
Oh.
Like wow, like I've never seen a cleaner kitchen. So anyway, so yeah, so I had like I had a big thing of ramen, and it had like
Yeah,
I think you were gonna say dick. Sorry.
Yeah,
That's what it's like because you're like a big dick.
You get hungry? You get hungry, my guy?
you guys getting excited because you about to hear the word dick? No, so I had a big bowl of ramen, and it had like duck, had pork belly. Like it was actually really good, but it was like a lot of meat. So and I haven't eaten that much meat like in one sitting in a while, and like I could tell like I didn't get sick or anything, but I did notice how I did notice like my body, just how I feel different just when I eat like a lot of meat in one sitting, like I immediately started getting those meat sweats when I finished. I was like, oh fuck. You come
Mama
to me-
gets to me when he doesn't eat meat.
well, that's because Mama's got a plethora of other issues going on. So I noticed that, and then I was pretty gassy the rest of the night, and it's just like I don't know, my body just feels different. Like I was like kind of tired, and I want to just take a nap. And
After you ate the meat.
after, yeah, and usually like, but then, so that I guess those are kind of the drawbacks. But since I've been eating like more plant based, like and salads and things like that, like I noticed that like it takes more to fill me up. Like I eat more, and I get hungrier sooner.
Oh yeah, 'cause
And
it's like
yeah.
less calories.
Yeah. So, but
You have to eat more plants to get more calories as opposed to.
but
more,
I've been substitute. But I've also been like they have these you guys heard of Soylent, right? The meal replacement.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's made out of people.
Yeah. So that's why it's nutritious. So it's basically 20 grams of like plant-based protein, and it's all like
Is
basically it's
Is it like that stuff they serve in the Matrix, like the goo they like comes out
yeah,
and they
exactly.
feed like
That's
the other
exactly
people?
what it is.
There's a movie that was made in like the 60s or 50s. I think 60s. It's called Soylent and Green.
Oh yeah.
And the twist of the movie, I don't know why this fucking company decided to name their food Soylent.
because nobody ever watched that.
I know what it is. And
I know what it is. Too.
But yeah, but you're clearly not their target demographic.
well,
Bro, you don't talk about you like that.
just
Am I wrong?
millennials like you who believe anything.
So it's like a meal replacement, but I don't. It's 400 calories in like one bottle, 20 grams of protein, and a bunch of other shit. But I don't use it as a meal replacement. I use it just like because like when I'm at work, like sometimes I'll be like, man, I'm like, because when I get hungry, like I'll crave like sugar, like I want some, like I'll get some chips, or I'll get some chips or some snacks, some whatever. I'm like, so instead of that, I'll just like have one of those, like and they have like it's like a vanilla chai one, So it has caffeine. So I'll drink half of it in the morning. That's about 200 calories. And then I do that instead of coffee. And then the other half, I drink it in the afternoon when like I start craving, like, I'm like, fuck it, I'll drink the other half. And that kind of keeps me cool until I get home, and then I'll just eat a full meal and whatever. Side note, I noticed that the vending machines at work, this is how baller the company is. They don't even put prices on that shit.
Oh.
It's like, so how do you know how much you pay? You don't. You just swipe your card and it just charges you after the fact.
Do they have one of those vending machines that dispenses like mason jars of salad?
I've never seen that.
I think
You never seen it?
No.
They're not
No.
really pop, but I've seen it before
Yeah.
where it's like a jar, maybe not a mason jar, but it's like a jar of salad.
You know what?
And you just shake it up.
I think one of the break rooms might, because I don't know, every like, it seems like every week I find a new break room that I've never knew existed or a new kitchen that I'm like, oh shit, this place has a kitchen too. So there might be one of those somewhere in the building.
It's possible.
Yeah, yes it is. So yeah. So what else did you guys do this week?
Well, anyway, back to what I was saying before
Yeah,
we got
go
cut
ahead,
off.
continue.
So
I have not stuck to a diet,
Mamba,
and I don't plan on it.
Mamba's. So you think that, right? Like he didn't go to the gym today, right? Because he came over to watch the movie. You think that like
I thought I was gonna go to the gym after. You can still go to the gym. Look, you go to the gym for an hour.
I know what you-
I'll catch up on the movie. By the time you come back, it's perfect.
hold on. So like
How fast do you think I am?
so like you think not going to the gym, you'd be like, okay, so it's not to go to the gym. Maybe I'll eat a little bit better,
Junkyard.
right? But because
I told you this.
Confidence.
Confidence.
he's not going to the gym, he's gonna have McDonald's.
Oh.
It's like the exact opposite. Like that's even worse.
Okay. Can I explain myself?
Okay.
Can I explain myself?
Go ahead.
So it is a character flaw that I have. We all have character flaws. Some
I'm not gonna deny that.
some more prevalent than others. But my character flaw is that I don't know. There's no, when it comes to food, and there's no in between with me. So
Go big or go home.
I either will be strict or I'll go all out and eat whatever I want. So today at work I had some steak and broccoli that I made because I planned on going to the gym after work before we recorded. But then you were like, let's go watch Dr. Sleep. And I was like, all right, I'm not going to the gym. And I was like, it's Tuesday.
No, I told you let's go to the gym. I was like, I was just joking. You don't need to go to the gym.
Yeah, but I
No,
was
I-
already,
like, I
I
went-
was
By the
already,
way, here you planted the idea in your head.
I was already invested.
The seed had sprouted into him. Like,
Yeah, it's part of
So
hella
once I committed to not going to the gym, I was like, well, at this point, you might as well just give it further. And I'm gonna go to McDonald's after this.
see, and I had offered him. So my wife made a delicious
No,
grilled chicken with
I've made up my mind.
with Mexican squash, filled with corn and
cheese.
peppers, cheese. Yeah, it had a little bit of cheese on it.
It looked good.
And then also, she had made a cream, corn cream, like soup type thing that she put in there, and then salad. So
it looked good.
I mean, how much better is like that's pretty healthy. Like there was like what's the worst thing on that plate? Probably the cheese.
no, yeah, it's like it looked good. It looked good and healthy. But I already committed to not go to the gym. So
But
being
instead, Mama
healthy,
chose to eat McDonald's.
I'm going.
See, I figured like if I'm not going to the gym, at least I'm going to try to do a little bit better and not eat.
You try to make up for it in other
right,
areas.
exactly.
either
Mamba made no attempt.
yeah.
I was like, fuck it. It's like you go big or go home.
I'm not a 1 foot in kind of guy. I need to be all in. And once I realized I wasn't going to the gym, I took 2 steps back,
Straight into McDonald's.
straight to the Golden Arches.
We haven't gone yet, Mama. It's not too late.
I've already had a beer. I made it. My mind's pretty much set.
we had beer too.
Well, you guys are just more strong-willed than me. I applaud you both.
Anyway, so what else going on this week? What else have you guys done?
What else did I do this week?
Yeah.
What did I do? Oh, I went to Cheesecake Factory and waited in line for almost 2 hours.
Would you get? I've only been to Cheesecake Factory once,
It's
and it was okay.
it is okay.
It was very unmemorable.
It-
I don't
it
remember
is.
what I got.
It
I don't
is.
remember if it was good or
The
not.
thing with Cheesecake Factory is like their menu is like a book. They make like 100 different things.
See, that's bad.
And exactly, and none of them are extraordinary.
Like, yeah. So the thing is, I think that the trick of like good restaurants is keep it small
Yeah.
and like I guess have a concentrate on something. So like most restaurants have like The only place that I can honestly say that everything I've tried is fantastic, that has got quite a large options, is Cooper's Hawk.
Red Lobster.
Okay.
Cooper's Hawk has
Yeah. Oh yeah. They do.
has a
have
lot
really
of
good food.
like their menu's pretty big, and it's and everything I've tried so far is fucking.
Yeah. No, but
amazing.
cheesecake. But see, the thing is with Cooper's Hawk is like they kind of, I guess their menu makes more sense.
Yeah,
it's
it's
more
a-
like you know what kind of food to expect.
Right.
When you go to cheesecake, you can get like, oh, let me get a jambalaya, or you can get like a cheeseburger, or you can get pizza,
Tacos.
Oh, you can get tacos. It's like I don't unless you have like
Well, it's a
you know, it's like it's like yeah, the food's decent, but like you said, it's not memorable.
Right.
Well, it was my sister. She turned 22 or 23. I don't even know. And that's where she wanted to go for some reason. And it's one of those places where, like, it's nice enough you don't like you feel okay going there, but it's not super expensive.
Yeah,
It's like where people are like, oh, we're getting fancy, but it's not really that
yeah,
fancy.
yeah, no. You want to go fancy, you go to Red Lobster.
Hell yeah.
I went there for my birthday. My wife took me there.
Oh,
It's actually really fucking. I mean, it's not good. So this is what's good about Red Lobster.
they're cheddar biscuits.
They're cheddar bay. Dude, you know how many cheddar bay biscuits I had? Dude, I literally. Now I'm
Did
not exaggerating.
did they tell you you're cut off?
No, I had like 10 cheddar. I had a whole basket and a half.
It's a lot of carbs.
Did
It
your
is a lot of carbs.
Did
You're
your
right.
wife get
But
it?
it was my birthday,
When is your birthday?
and I was indulging.
So anything on your birthday doesn't count.
Right, exactly.
Was your wife allotted any?
She had two.
She had scraps.
Well, they keep them coming, so she could have
Yeah.
had more if she wanted. She just didn't want more.
But did they actually? You got to get them to keep it coming because like some places have that. Like
I
Red
do.
Robin's, they have like bottomless
Unlimited fries,
fries.
yeah.
Well, let's
see how-
make sure it's unlimited.
Yeah.
Yeah, you notice that. Hold on, there's a little thing. You notice that all the unlimited stuff at these restaurants are carbs. You know why? Because they fill you up faster.
like fries.
Right, like fries, bread,
Pancakes.
pancakes, right?
But why would they want to fill you up though?
So they
So you technically can't take
because
advantage of
their thing.
bottomless.
Because the thing is like you have unlimited pancakes.
Right.
It's like or bottomless
But
pancakes.
you can
like-
only eat so many pancakes.
it's like
you can only eat so much bread.
Like me, like I eat a
I
lot.
could eat- I could eat a lot.
I eat a lot. But no pancakes. Like if after like 2 or 3, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm not gonna eat more fucking pancakes.
Really?
This is I mean they're
But-
okay, but I just
but-
can't eat that many.
You figure they would want you to eat more.
Well, no, they don't because it's a loss. They lose money if you eat more. So what they're doing is like they're
Not
trying
the
to fill you up
unlimited
faster.
stuff. Well, the reason I say that is because I went to, like I said, I went to the Cheesecake Factory. They bring you out bread as an appetizer.
Well, everybody does that. I mean, that's pretty much
Not
commonplace.
everybody.
Actually, the Cheesecake Factory has decent bread.
They
Their
do
bread
have
was actually
these.
good.
They have this like
But-
it's like a darker bread. I don't know if it's not chocolate.
Yeah, no, it's like a sweeter.
It's like
Oh,
a
it's like
sweeter.
it's like
Yeah.
the Outback bread.
Yeah, similar. But like Mama said, like they want you to fill up. But the thing is, like it's more like it's just a hook. Like you can get bottomless French fries, bottomless pancakes. They're like, but they know that you're only gonna have like one serving, maybe 2.
Right.
Because even when I go to Red Robin and I order like the meal, and then it comes with fries, and you can get bottomless fries. I mean, the fries they give you a good portion of fries,
Right.
And then if you want another portion, like you're not gonna eat a third,
Right.
and it's like
The most I've had at Red Robin was two portions of rice.
2. And then
And then at Red Lobster, the most I've had at Red Lobster probably like 3 or 4 baskets of biscuits. Not by myself. Granted, it was
Yeah.
me and like another person, but like we had like 3 or 4 baskets of
Yeah.
biscuits. It's quite a fucking bit of biscuits.
I
'Cause
mean,
they're usually like 5 per basket.
and I'm pretty sure whatever they give you bottomless of is not expensive.
Ooh,
So-
I'm getting hungry now, bruh.
Though, you know what's really good at Red Lobster? Another thing that's really good, which is really weird because it's really basic as fuck, is their salad. I don't know what about the salad at Red Lobster makes it good, but
It's a Thousand Island, right?
well, no. Even if you even if you get like the Caesar or something, like their salad, or if you get ranch, it doesn't matter. Like their salads are just good, and it's super basic. Like there's nothing special about them. It's just lettuce. I think they put cheese and like croutons, shit like that. Like it's super basic, but I don't know what it is. It's just something about their salad is really good. I don't know if they put cocaine on it or something, but it's good.
Ooh.
But anyway, salad and the biscuits are the best parts of Red Lobster. The seafood, meh. I could go with or without. But still, I like Red Lobster. I think Red Lobster is very underrated.
No, it's very rated.
I think it's very rated.
Go there on Mother's Day.
Oh, I've never been there on Mother's Day. You know
You
who's
know what?
underrated? Boys to Men. Just throwing that out there.
Why are they underrated? We talked about this earlier. They are not. They had their time.
They should still be shining bright
Why is that?
because they're fantastic. I heard them sing the national anthem at the Niners Packers game or on TV, and I also heard them do the whole Kobe thing at the Grammys, and they're fantastic. They need to do more.
That's a good segue.
Yeah, there's a good segue.
That Kobe Bryant died.
Yeah. What do you guys think about? How do you guys feel? How do you guys feel about Kobe's death?
It was sad.
That was sad.
I mean,
I too was sad.
When he started in the NBA, I was in high school. I think I was like a junior, and so like I basically watched like his whole career. So yeah, it was sad. Like especially like the whole tragedy around the whole situation. Like his daughter was with him. And
Yeah, that's super sad. That's probably the worst part. Like, yeah, it's sad to see that Kobe died. I mean, it's sad because he was one of the best basketball players of all time. But like, I think what makes it like, it's sad. It's sad for his family. It's sad for everybody. It's sad for like the basketball world. But at the same time, it's like he lived his life. He had a fantastic life. What makes it more
was
sad is
40.
his wife. No, I know, but still, like, dude, bro, he went to prom with Brandy.
Oh yeah, he did.
like.
That he did.
Like how much more baller like could you be? You know what I'm saying? He got off with sexual assault. I mean, that's quite of an achievement, right?
I mean that.
It was a 90. No, it was the early 2000s.
I mean, like he lived a full life. He was may have only been 40, but he lived a full life. He had tons of money. He had a beautiful wife, had kids. He lived. He was cut short, but he lived a pretty full life. But he lived a better life than us. All of us have in our 30s. I'll tell you that.
I don't know.
I don't know. I never sexually assaulted anyone.
I'm
Well,
living
aside
pretty
from
good
that-
right now.
You make it seem like man, that guy, he lived a good life. He got to sexually assault someone. It's like, I mean, that's not something that
Get away.
No.
That's
He
not
got
some-
away with it.
That's not-
I didn't say that.
So
to the part.
is that something you aspire to do to get away with?
No,
it?
it's not that I aspire to do that, but it's like
I was also conflicted about this because I found out about it. Me and my girlfriend were chilling, watching TV or something, and then she was like, "Oh my God, Kobe Bryant died," and I was like shook. I was like, "Oh," because you think about it, he's like an athlete, one of the greatest athletes of all time, and you're like, that doesn't happen to people like him. You know what I mean?
right.
Yeah.
Um,
Happened to Paul
and then-
Walker, one of the greatest actors of our generation.
This is true. You're not wrong.
actor is a stretch.
You're such an
There
asshole.
wasn't much acting.
Paul Walker is a man.
Have you seen what was that movie? Was it Blue Crush or whatever?
I did watch Blue Crush with Jessica Alba. But you know what my favorite Paul Walker movie is? It's not Fast and Furious.
Was it Brick Houses or something or Brick?
no, I don't think I saw that one.
The one that came out like right
Right. I know what you're talking about. It was like an action movie.
Brick Mansions or
Brick Mansions, yeah, I think it was Brick
whatever. I
Mansions.
don't remember that.
No.
I didn't see it either.
It was.
Oh, that's a parkour movie, right?
It was Skulls.
Parkour.
Skulls with him and
Pacey.
yeah, with Pacey,
With Pacey from
yeah.
Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, that was Paul Walker's fucking shine. That was the shining star in his film career.
I'm about to watch that one.
Yeah, it's good.
Good to know.
Anyway,
All right, so I was conflicted about that too because I was going through it and trying to see the news, and everybody on social media was weighing in. People who I know don't watch basketball, but they still said they were very sad. And then one girl who I don't even really know, I used to work with her, but she like posted an article that said, "Hey, don't forget that Kobe Bryant is a rapist."
yeah,
And I was like,
alleged.
I read up on it.
He paid out of court. I don't.
Well, not only that, he kind of admitted to it,
Right.
half admitted to it. But I was like pissed, and like not only that, the article was from.
How did you not know about this?
I knew about it,
Oh,
but it happened in 2003.
yeah.
I was like a freshman, so I didn't think too much of it.
You didn't care
okay.
about sexual assault then.
Yeah. Now it's like when I like read the article, and I was like, man, that's pretty shitty. But I was pissed at first, but I was like, that's a pretty shitty thing. You know,
It is
do you
shitty.
like separate the person from that?
Well, I think the question is like when you're talking about remembering someone, do you remember them in their totality, or do you just remember like
That one point.
or
No, you should remember them as a whole.
So if you remember them as
good
a
and
whole,
the bad.
so if you remember them in totality as a whole, then like, is it okay for people to be like, oh well, don't forget he was a rapist? I'm like, Like I don't know. Like I have conflicted feelings on that. Like I agree. Like you know he should be remembered in his totality for everything, good and bad. But it's like the fact that he
just
died.
That's
He lost. His daughter was with him.
Right.
And then like, oh, by the way, he was a rapist. Like that doesn't make the situation any less shitty.
that was gonna be my gripe because like it literally like 20 minutes after
You want
everybody
me to,
found out.
you want me to put the right button for you?
You could make it quick. Yeah.
motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
You know, if people are all kind of in a bad mood, you should just read the room. You know what I mean? Like if somebody's sad that somebody just died, just to go out of your way and like, hey, do you know this person was shitty? Yeah, we all know, but that's not really like what we're concerned about right now. Give it like a couple days.
Yeah.
Give it an hour.
Yeah. Give it at least 60 minutes.
Yeah, wait
before you bring up like all the bad things.
At least wait for their bodies to cool off. Take, before you start saying like, did you know he's a rapist? Yeah. And, you edgelord, thank you for reminding us. But it's not really necessary now. We'll get to it eventually. And I'm sure people will like remember it. I remembered it. When I read about it, I was like, man, that is pretty shitty. Because I guess like when they asked him about it, he was like, well, it was consensual for me, but I could see how she would think it's consensual. I was like, oh, Kobe,
That's not the answer you want to give.
yeah, why would you say that?
That's like when they ask R. Kelly, like, do you like underage girls? Or do you like preteens? Like,
Do you like teenage girls?
He's like,
Yeah,
define
define teenage.
teenage.
Yeah, what do you say teenage? How old are we talking?
I'm like, if you
the
have to
answer should be
no. Exactly. What are you doing? The answer is always no. Not like, how young are we talking? Define teenage.
Oh, R. Kelly. That was like a softball. Even the guy who asked him that question, he was like, yeah, I threw him a softball question. I thought that was going to be easy. He's like, I did not expect that answer. So, but I'm still pretty sad about it. But try not to be a dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like. I mean, like I was saying. I mean, I think the worst part was his daughter died because she was only 14.
Yeah.
You know.
And like, the worst part is thinking about how, like, they probably knew something was going to happen. Like, nobody knows the details. Like, they just know it crashed.
Yeah.
I guess because
They know
adverse
a little
weather.
bit. They know a little bit. I think. Yeah. I guess they had grounded a bunch of helicopters,
But I'm sure at one
and they
point,
decided like, let's fucking go.
at one point, I'm sure the helicopter got out of control.
Yeah.
And I'm sure everybody was scared.
Yeah.
And it just sucks that like the last moments, like his daughter was probably terrified.
Yeah.
That and everybody.
I'm sure
else.
everybody else. Was
Everybody else.
There was
on the-
fucking 9 people in that goddamn helicopter.
That's another thing. People are like, "Hey, there was other people on the helicopter." Yeah,
Not just Kobe.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, like I don't know who they are though. You know,
and then so people, so like someone started posting this article that like, I don't know how many Marines or died in a helicopter
yeah,
crash
yeah, yeah.
in like
I saw
2000
the-
in like 2005.
I saw the exact same article.
It's
Somebody else
like,
posted
yeah,
that.
it's like people are posting it like, hey, people die. Like, I was like, what the fuck are you doing, man? It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah. Someone when I saw someone post that, and
You know
they're
what?
like,
You know who else died? Did you ever watch Black Hawk Down? A couple
Yeah.
helicopters went down in that
yeah,
movie.
a lot of helicopters went down in that one. So yeah, so someone
I can
posted,
name you all of them. Josh Hartnett.
so someone posted the article. Was
Eric
like,
Bana.
No, he wasn't in the helicopter.
no,
Oh, he wasn't.
No, neither was Eric Bana.
Who else was in that? Everybody was
Jo-
Orlando Bloom. I'm just naming
Yeah,
names.
Orlando Bloom's the reason they went down.
Oh, okay.
the spoiler alert.
Jeremy Piven.
Who was it in that movie?
Everybody's
So
known.
there was
Tom
a
Hardy.
star-studded cast.
Yeah, before they were stars.
Josh Hartnett.
Oh, Dr. Sleep was in it too.
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
Oh shit. We just named some people who died. Go ahead.
Spoiler
What-
alert.
No, the only person who died is Jeremy Piven.
Oh, okay. What were you saying?
Spoiler alert. I was saying spoiler alert.
Oh,
You saw it already.
But yeah,
we
so-
saw it in the theater, me and you together.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I didn't want to go see it, and you made me, and I loved it.
Yeah,
One of the few times I
so
could
say
it's
thank
one.
you.
I did. I said it before.
Say it
he
right
did.
now.
He did. He thanked me.
I thanked him right
he
after.
thanked me at the movie theater.
Can I get a thank you, Daddy?
Oh, he gave me a,
He showed you his appreciation.
He showed me his appreciation in the movie
A
theater.
proper thank you, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, he forced me to watch it. But anyway, yeah, Kobe. I mean, it sucks, man. It's terrible. I don't normally get like sad when celebrities die. Like I don't really give a shit. To be quite honest. But this one hit a little close to home. Like I mean, I didn't cry or anything, but
We all like basketball here.
it did make me quite sick. Because I mean, honestly, he was one of the best basketball players of all time.
Yeah.
You know, probably the second best of all time.
I mean, I would say that I would. We're in Chicago, so Jordan's king here, but I think I grew up more watching Kobe because by the time like
yeah. Jordan,
Yeah.
we were in grade school. Well, at least I was in grade school. When
I was a
Jordan
little kid.
Yeah.
So you probably just remember most from the highlights and what people talk about.
Yeah, what people talk about it, like how excited everybody get. With Kobe, I was older and I could actually watch. I'm like, oh man, this guy's.
I remember what I remember of Jordan is like 2 NBA finals. I think I don't remember the rest. That's all I can remember.
Yeah, because what I could recollect, because when he won the last championship was
I remember him playing baseball
1998.
too.
I was 10.
Yeah, I remember him playing baseball. Like I remember when that was happening. I remember that was a big deal. And then I remember the last NBA final. And that's it.
Yeah.
I remember I remember the one before that.
In Space Jam.
And I remember Space Jam. I watched it in the theaters. But Kobe was. I remember when it was like Kobe's Jordan. He's as good as Jordan, if not better. It's a stretch.
They're really good.
He was really good. I mean, don't get me wrong. He was one of the best.
It's pretty sad too, because the night before LeBron James passed Kobe
Oh yeah, I
on
broke his
the
scoring
all-time
record.
scoring list. That was pretty emotional night for them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, how would you feel if like you pass somebody up on the list and the next thing they're dead? It's like, oh fuck.
Well, he cried. I know that. I know that LeBron cried when he found out he died, because I guess they had just got off the plane
Yeah,
and
they were flying back to.
and then
LA.
the Grammys was at the fucking Staples Center. That was pretty
the
fucked
same
up.
night.
Same night. So that was kind of cool. Alicia Keys did a good job with. I didn't watch the Grammys because I don't like that shit. That shit's stupid for me. The only award show I watch is the Oscars.
Can that be a gripe too? Like the Grammys is pointless.
Go ahead. Want me to play again?
Go ahead.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the
The Grammys
fuck
pointless.
up.
Like I heard people complaining and like, oh, that's not fair. They got robbed. The Grammys kind of pointless.
Yeah, Grammys are stupid. I think.
I just feel like when
I
it comes to music, it's so subjective and there's so much.
I mean, you can say the same thing about movies.
But movies, there's a lot less. You know what I mean?
How you mean?
Like with music, there's music all over the place. You got there's music all over the internet. You know what I mean? It's just basically what's most popular. With movies, not everybody could make a movie. Like you have lower budget movies.
That's true. Not all Oscar winners are popular either. I can see what you're saying. You feel the Grammys are more of a popularity contest as opposed to like something like the Oscars where it's a little
Where
more
the Oscars, like even like a really low budget movie
can win.
can make an impact.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people like agree
Yes.
on.
So basically, what you're saying is that like one of those like a low budget, like indie movie can still win an Oscar.
Right.
Yeah, like-
where no low budget.
Where
struggle
where
rappers ever
no
gonna win a-
SoundCloud rappers are winning Grammys, right?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
Any SoundCloud rappers win a Grammy?
Mama, you never thought of that? I never liked the Grammys, but you make a very good point. You make a valid point.
I
Mama.
just think when it comes to music, everybody has such a different taste. And the categories is like, yeah, this person is the best musical artist of this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think of all the songs that got released.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what if you just don't like that particular person's style of music?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well,
Like, I think she won almost every Grammy. Billie Eilish.
Oh yeah, no, she won best. I thought she
I
won
don't know.
one.
She won a bunch
she won,
of them.
She won best young or best upright. or
She
whatever
won
the fuck.
a lot of Grammys, from what I hear.
I don't think she's that good personally.
But that's the thing. I don't like. I know she was really popular,
Oh yeah, I know a lot of people love her.
but
she's not your cup of tea.
She's
not my
definitely
cup
not
of
my
tea.
cup of tea. She looks like a Pokemon. A grass type.
I prefer Pokemon.
oh, yeah, there you go. So, yeah, that's my Grammy. It's and then like. I guess there was some people like, oh, this person got robbed of a Grammy. Like, did they? Did they really get robbed of a
They
Grammy?
didn't get robbed of shit.
You know what I mean?
If anything, they're probably better off without the fucking Grammy.
It's just this committee of music files or whatever they're audio files just did like their music.
Pretty much.
Who votes for the Grammys? I know that.
There's like a committee probably.
Well, obviously, but I'm saying like the for the Oscars, it's the what the fuck is it? The Motion Pictures and Science. I don't remember the first word of that name of the group, but they vote for it. I mean, there's
Big Brother
hundreds.
Thunder.
Big Brother Thunder.
Butt Naked Wonder.
Butt Naked Wonder.
And the
and the Master Blaster.
I showed that to my cousin the other day. I forgot what we were. Oh, I think we were watching a game and
You're
the
watching
card-
space
The
movies?
big card came on. I'm like, I'm like, do you like space movies?
Wait, what came out?
The Picard show.
Oh, the Star Trek
Oh
show.
yeah. He like, do you like space movies?
Nah, I make motion pictures.
And he's like,
I'll
what?
talk about motion pictures.
And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? My cousin, the one that used to do the podcast with me.
Okay.
And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I pulled out the video for him, and he thought it was hilarious.
Oh, I can't believe he hadn't seen it.
No, he had never seen it.
That's
He
hilarious.
cut the wee-wees off the little boys.
Oh, little boy, so they can't rape no more. Oh man, that's great.
But anyway,
Good grape, Mamba.
that's a good grape, Mamba. I agree. That's good second grape.
Hell no,
Thanks.
motherfuckers. Wake
I'm on
the
fire
fuck
today.
You are on fire. Actually, speaking of being on fire, I was gonna do this a little later, but I'm gonna do this right now.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Oh, he's getting.
So I have a W for someone special,
Oh,
and that person is Mamba.
what did I do?
Mamba has been doing a lot of. I'm very proud of Mamba in a lot of different ways. Tony doesn't know, so I'm going to enlighten him, and neither do our listeners. So, since we know Mamba works with me, he's learning a lot, and he is like growing.
I mean, we know he's growing.
I mean, like not like physically, but
Okay.
like
I'm growing in my pants right now.
but he's growing. He's learning a lot. He's doing a good job.
your pants
And
size
hold
is
on.
growing. Yeah.
Hold on. Not only is he growing in like the work aspect, but he's growing personally too. Because so I invited him to go lunch the other day. And I'm like, hey, bro, let's go try shawarma. He had never had shawarma. He never had. You don't remember when we took him to go get sushi?
Yeah.
He never had sushi, and he went to go get shawarma, and he tried it out. Like maybe he didn't think it was all that great, but it doesn't matter. But at least he tried it. You know what I'm saying? He's expanding his horizons a little bit.
I would appreciate if Junker would have picked a better. Maybe as of right now, I don't like shawarma, but Junker could have picked a better place.
I mean, that's the closest one. Well, no, there's other ones, but that was.
I'm not gonna put the.
I like that place because it's got like fries and shit.
I'm not gonna say the name.
It's a little more.
I'm
it's
sure
a little more like me.
the place we work at is called Little Palestine, right?
No, not well, I guess kind of. It's not really.
Anyway, it's a large Middle Eastern
community.
There's
a lot of Middle Eastern.
I'm sure there's
restaurants over
plenty of
there. Yeah, there
shawarma
are.
places.
Well, no, okay,
and you
so-
might have picked the worst
So
one.
no. Okay, so yes, there are a lot of Middle Eastern.
You pick like the Taco Bell of shawarma.
No,
I
actually,
don't know
okay.
what the fuck
So
you picked.
so no. So there are a lot of Middle Eastern restaurants over there, but the thing with that place I picked is it's like fast food shawarma. So it's like it's quick, and we're on lunch. I'm not trying to go.
That's
sit
not.
down.
That wasn't really my problem.
wasn't trying to sit down and eat,
I
you
got
know?
the chicken shawarma, which was all right. It
thought
was.
it was really- I think
it was
so.
nothing to write home about. My place was with the facilities. The place smelled like a bathroom, like a clean bathroom, like fresh and clean, but a bathroom nonetheless. Like the whole time I was eating there, I was like, it's somebody was spraying me in the face with Windex. It didn't smell good. I didn't care for it.
Anyway, but I'm still.
And they also, because Junker was like adamant, I was like, if we go to this shawarma place, I'm going to get a burger. He's like, they don't have burgers. I was like, I swear to the Lord Jesus Christ that they have burgers there. Then we walked through the door. As soon as I see it on the menu, they had burgers.
But he didn't order a burger. He ordered shawarma.
I stuck to my
and
guts.
I'm still very proud of him for that. Tony, I think you should be proud of him for that too, for expanding his horizons.
Oh,
I'm very proud of you, Mamba.
thank you.
So that W goes out to Mamba for growing as a person and just in general. Not physically, but internally.
You guys could applaud that too.
Yeah.
I'm a cultivated mass.
So yeah, man. I mean,
Thanks, Junker.
good on you, Mamba. Good on you.
Because whenever I'm at work and I don't know how to do something, I bother you. Like, even though we're messaging each other, it feels like you're so annoyed.
I'm not.
Like I could feel like your rage coming through. Like I'm like, hey, I can't do this, and then you're just like, ugh.
I'm not. I just like giving you a hard time. Because I like to tell Mamba he's what the French call les
Les
incompetents.
incompetents.
And then that's what I said. That Joker is what they refer to as les impotents.
But anyway, no, good job, Mamba.
Thanks.
I'm proud of
I
you.
like my job there. Sometimes it gets a little boring, but I try to make the most out of my time. When I'm not working or doing something, I try to study. Try to make the most out of it. Things are going great.
Mama's going to be certified before Tony. How does that make you feel?
It doesn't matter. He still makes way more money.
Yeah,
if I
bro.
could be uncertified and still make the money he makes, I would give a shit.
Yeah, man, but you got a degree before him. You can get a certificate.
Yeah, look
before.
what I have to show for it.
Maybe nothing yet, but one day.
Maybe one day.
One day you could be his boss.
Oh, But that means he would have to hit like a plateau. Like he can't. So as long as you stay on that plateau,
Don't move from there.
That's right. But anyway, what should we get? Damn, guys, we're not even an hour yet, and
Ooh.
you already. Do you have anything else to say?
Oh yeah, like I could talk about what I did last week,
Oh, what'd you
and
do
I could
last
do it with my mini gripe. It's a petty gripe, but it's a gripe nonetheless. So
Well, let's do what you did last week.
all right, so
We know what you did last summer.
so last week I went out every Friday. They have happy hour at my job, so they have
humble brag.
so they have like
Yeah,
tabs.
humble brags are so gross, bro.
So it's like whatever, you know.
Yeah.
It's like I guess since it's free, I'll have a few. So anyway, me and a couple people usually hang out.
Hold on, wait. Question about your thing. Do they serve you like cans, like tap? How does this work?
It's tap. They have taps, like big ones.
So is it like a bar? How
Kinda
does
like-
how is set the
All right,
scene
so
for us.
so it's not a. It's like these.
Are they just like portable?
They're
Like
not really,
mini fridges?
No, they're pretty large, but it's like kind of like a counter. It's a counter. It's got like
Are they
doors in
always
front.
there?
They're always there. Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a permanent fixture.
But you can't get. I'm assuming they.
No, they have keys, and then
Oh, okay.
every Thursday night or Friday, whatever,
They'll put
like
the beer
they'll
out
come,
or-
they'll put in the kegs, put in the CO2, and they'll make sure the kegs are going. And they have like pictures of whatever beer. They change it up. Like they'll have like Anti-Hero, they'll have like Coors Light, Miller Lite.
What time can you start drinking?
They usually around 3:30. And
What time you get off?
I got off at 4.
Okay, so 30 minutes before.
But
your
I mean, you
shift ends?
can grab one and go back to your desk and work. They don't really care.
Oh, okay.
But it's at first I was like, is it an all day thing? Like,
No,
Right,
it's-
like
so
can you just get
so
fucked up
so
while working?
so this is funny. So like when we were, I was talking to my one of my boys who's been there for like years and years, and he's like yeah, usually around 3:30 they open the taps and he's like and I'm like, oh, that's cool, you know. So we're there, we're drinking, and it's like and I'm like, man, that's like generous. That's really generous of the company, you know, to like just do this every Friday. And they'll have like craft beer. They don't have just like regular beer, whatever. So whatever. So you go there, you drink. They might not give you the best of everything,
but it's free.
but it's free. It's like so people that complain like, oh, they don't have this. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You're getting free fucking beer. Quit your bitch. Anyway, beside the point. So we're there drinking, and then my boy's like, oh, we should go get one more before they close the taps. They close them at 6:30. I'm like, man, that's actually
pretty late.
Yeah,
So you could hang around there.
yeah, you can hang around there. The building is actually open 24 hours, so you can actually. So he's like, so around 6:30, they close. Like, all right, so usually around that you can go and grab like as many cups as you can carry and queue them up, and then just stick around as long as you want.
Start pounding them.
Yeah. So that's what we should do. We'll grab like 2 or 3 per person and just go back to our area and just drink, whatever. So then my boy's like, yeah, like before they didn't have taps. They used to have like just giant like tubs of ice, and they would have just bottles and cans of like all sorts of craft beer, like Goose
Probably
Island.
cheaper for them to have taps with kegs.
It's not that it was cheaper. That's just what they were doing.
Right, I'm saying like now they probably switched 'cause
it
it's
is
probably
cheaper, yeah. But they switched it because people started going outside with the bottles and the cans, and then the company got in trouble. Like, hey, you can't be doing this.
Right.
So of course,
And I'm sure you could like sneak some in your pockets.
yeah,
take
and
some home.
people were like taking shit home.
Right.
I mean, so it's like, of course, people had to ruin it.
It's yeah, right.
So then like, all right, now we're doing taps. So okay, whatever. It's still
It's
you
better
still get
quality beer anyway.
So apparently, the story is that I guess there was some kid that worked in, I think, in sales or whatever department, and he started drinking like at 3:30, when they open taps or whatever. By like 7:00, he was like shit faced, and a manager from another department like noticed, and he told him, hey man, maybe you should just go home, take it easy. I guess he didn't want to go home. At 8:00,
I'm trying to get my work on.
At 8:00, he blacked out. Like he blacked out. They had to call like an ambulance.
So people were still at work?
Yeah. Some people were still at work. Like usually people are already off because there's a group of people that do work overnight.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like overnight dispatch and all that stuff. But for the most part, people are gone and people they're hanging around or they're chilling. But at 8:00, he was like blacked out drunk. They had to like call an ambulance and get him out. So now they close the taps at 6. So because he said before they would open them up on Friday like at 3:00 and they'd keep them open until Monday.
Was there people there?
Yeah,
over there?
sometimes the sales people they work on weekends.
Okay.
So they would just have them open all weekend, or like or they say that people would have like their sales meetings like on Saturdays, and they just go and like play video games and drink and whatever on the giant TVs, which I guess that's cool. But yeah, so now because of that, apparently like they close them at 6.
People have to ruin everything, don't
people-
they?
So here I am thinking like, look, man, just the fact that I get an hour or two of this to me is great. But I guess I haven't been there long enough to where
Know the good old days.
To know the good old days. To me, these are the good old days. I'm living the good old days.
Nope, they were even better days.
I guess there were better days even before.
What's that quote from The Office? He was like, Andy Bernard, he's like, I wish there was a point in time where you could tell where this is the good old days.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we did that. So we did that last Friday. So we're just there, we're drinking, and after that, my friend was like, let's give him a name. Give him a generic name.
Joshua.
All right, my friend Josh.
Cocoa.
So my friend, my friend Josh was like, "Hey man, let's go to like what do you got planned? Let's do something." And at this point, it's me, my friend Josh, and
Your other friend, Manny Fresh.
my other friend. We'll call her Brianna.
Oh,
So it's me, Brianna, Josh, and like a couple other people. And he's like, "Hey, let's go out." I'm like, "Well, like, what do you guys want to do?" He's like, "Oh, let's go to Wicker Park." I'm like, "All right, well, I mean, I'm always down for Wicker." So he's like, "Yeah, let's go to Wicker. This girl that I work with is having, she's gonna be there with a bunch of her friends, whatever. We can just meet up with them." I'm like, I don't care, whatever. So Brianna's like, "Fuck it,
Deep
I'm
down
down."
inside, you cared though.
Yeah,
You cared.
I
You're like, yeah, whatever.
I cared enough to go.
Yeah, you were like, but inside you were like, oh yeah, we're gonna hang out. Let's get some bro time.
Yeah, exactly. I was actually just interested in getting my drink on at that point
Okay,
because
okay.
we were running dry. The beer was flowing. I was in the zone. So fuck it, we'll go to Wicker. So we go to Wicker Park, and the girl we're supposed to meet up with, I guess she went to go eat with her friends. So we're like, fuck it, let's just go to some bar around here, whatever. So we went to this one bar that they went to before. You guys remember? It's called the Flatiron.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Flatiron Building?
Yeah, it's whatever. So we're there, and this is like 7:30, 8 o'clock. So I mean, it's pretty early. There's not a lot of people there. So we go there and we start, we order, or I order around drinking Allagash, one of my favorite beers. So we're drinking, and my boy Josh like, oh, this place they have skee ball. Fuck it. So we're playing skee ball for a bit, drinking, got another round, and they're like, oh, they got a pool table. So we started playing pool, and so we played one game. It was actually me and my friend Brianna played because my friend Josh he was fucked up. So me and Brianna are playing pool. Josh is just off to the side, and he's like, at this point, he's like already like wasted. Like this guy needs to go home. So I don't know what
he's white girl wasted.
like. I don't know what he drank. He wasn't like. I think the theory is that he took something else.
Oh.
Somebody might have gave him a little something extra, and he was like out of it because he was like zoned out. He was like, but he was drunk too. So anyway, we played the first game of pool, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get changed because Brianna's like, oh, let's play another one. So I'm gonna go get some change. So when I went to get change, and I came back, I noticed that the balls were already racked. So I'm like, oh, did somebody? So I asked him, like, oh, did you rack the balls? She's like, no, I didn't touch them. I'm like, oh, and I didn't see anyone. I'm like, I wonder what the fuck. So anyway, so I put the quarters in the thing so he can play after this, whatever. And then these two guys show up.
Oh.
And then the guy's like, we're gonna play. That's our table. I'm like, all right, it's cool, man. Whatever. Like, I didn't know. I just didn't see anyone. We were gonna play another game, and I didn't see that you guys had
I would have immediately started swinging.
because there was nobody here. So
This your table?
So
We're fucking fighting for it, bro.
So then I'm like, oh, whatever. It's just, I didn't know, like, whatever. So we go off because we had a table on the side. So I go up to the side and we're just bullshitting. And then the guy says something like, yeah, like don't be stealing our table. And I was like, what the fuck? Now, my friend Brianna, she is half Italian, half Mexican. But that night she was 100%
Puerto
Latina.
Rican.
Puerto Rican?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. She was 100% because she was not putting up with anyone's shit. She was like, first of all, if anyone took anyone's table, you took our table because we were playing first. But we're not even saying anything. It's like we're on our own shit. We're not even paying attention to you guys. Just do whatever. Go play your game. Whatever. Like we're not even arguing. We're not arguing with you. Now to paint you a picture of these two guys that were arguing. Have you guys seen Breaking Bad?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember Skinny Pete?
Yes.
Yeah. And Badger?
Yes. It was basically two Skinny Petes.
Oh, just two skinny Pete's?
Basically, they look older with their beanies, neck tattoos, very white complected, probably on probation. I don't think I'm guessing they did not have a 9-to-5 job.
They've experimented with crack every once in a while.
Methamphetamine?
I'm assuming they are no strangers to recreational drugs. But hey, I don't want to throw assumptions out there. This is just from what I've seen in the past. From my experiences in the past, this is what conclusion I came to in my mind. So the guy's like, so whatever. So then apparently, like, my friend Josh says, he's really fucked up. I don't know what he said. He said something, and one of the guys didn't like it. So he starts talking shit to him. He's like, you want to go outside? We can go outside right now. And he like throws his stick on the floor. He's like, let's go outside. And then at first I'm like, what the fuck? So then, like, my boy Josh is still like, keep in mind, he's really drunk. And he's kind of just standing there zoned out. I don't think he realizes what's going on. So it's not that he's talking shit or that he's instigating anything. I think he's just out of
his
it.
own world.
So in his mind, when he realized this guy was talking shit to him, I guess the best thing he could do, he thought the best thing to do was to, let me just do some finger guns at this guy. So he's like stumbling, he's like this, doing this at the guy, and that guy got pissed. And me, I wanted to just start laughing. I was like, "Fuck!" I'm like, I want to laugh so hard, but we're about to get into a fight over some stupid shit. So then the guy starts talking shit, and I think his boy might have had more sense because he like told him, "Dude, just chill the fuck out, whatever." Either that or he was on probation. So who knows? So Brianna's just talking shit, but like telling these guys off, and so whatever, they go and they continue playing their game, and they were still muttering shit, like whatever. At this point we weren't paying attention. So anyway, so then he left. They ended up leaving, and that was it. So that was how I almost got into an altercation. So the funny part was that on Monday when we all see each other at work, my boy Josh comes up to me. He's like, "Bro, what happened Friday?" I'm like, "What do you mean what happened? Like, you don't remember?" He's like, "Yeah, I was fucking gone." He's like, "Yeah, but I heard that we almost got into a fight." I'm like, "No, motherfucker, there was no we. Like, me and Brianna probably almost got into a fight, but you were in no capacity to fight anyone. So if anyone would have gotten into a fight, it would have been me. There was no we. Don't say we almost got into a fight. You might have like started it or instigated, but you would have taken no part of it. You might have taken a punch or two, and that was it. It would have been lights out for you, bro." He's like, "Yeah, man. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I think I might have taken something before I went to the bar." Because I'm like, I believe it. I believe it. And yeah, so that was my Friday night. But it kind of got the juices going, you know. The last time I got into an altercation at Wicker Park was like New Year's of like 2014.
What bar
or some
was
bullshit.
this?
It was outside of Nick's.
Oh.
With
Wait.
with our boy Chris.
No, he's talking about which.
The last
bar-
time-
he's
No,
talking
no,
about
which this
bar-
time?
Oh, it's right across the street from Nick's. Flatiron.
Oh, Flatiron. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
You did say that. I forgot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah. So but like I remember I was like, man, I haven't got into an altercation since that last time, and that is not an experience I want to relive. But
Did you go get some Polish sausage Polish sausage from the lady or Italian?
no,
or,
she wasn't. No,
hot
we
dogs?
left. Oh, because my boy Josh, he was really fucked up. So he ended up just taking an Uber home, and he left like around like I want to say like maybe like 9
still
o'clock,
early.
9ish. Yeah, it was early.
So you weren't there for the tamale guy?
No, and then me and Brianna stayed. We played like one more game, and we stuck around to like 10:30 or 11, and then we just went back home.
Have you guys ever seen that guy at another bar? I'm assuming he hits
tamale
next
guy?
to rounds.
The guy at Nick's.
Yeah,
I've only seen him at Nick's because
that's usually where
that's
you're
usually
at.
where we go.
But I'm assuming he makes rounds at the bars. I doubt he just goes to
I
Nick's.
never seen him at Wicker Park.
Well, no, because that's further that way. I mean, like, I'm sure he hits up other bars in that area.
I'm pretty sure he hits up other bars where they're probably cool with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously, because they're not
Not every-
Because remember when we used to go to tavern, we never saw him at tavern,
right.
and they're open at the same time.
Yeah, but it's just weird because tavern did let you bring food in, so that's maybe they just
Not
didn't
on
want
weekends.
selling.
You couldn't bring food on weekends.
Oh shit! All right, Well,
Yeah.
maybe that's why.
People they probably pushed in food through the window. But that was
Yeah, I mean, if you can push in people through the window,
yeah.
I'm sure food is of no
consequence.
no consequence.
Were you at all nervous?
No, like look for our listeners or our YouTube viewers that have not watched Breaking Bad or don't remember, pull up a picture of Skinny Pete Junkyard so I can show you what these motherfuckers look like. It's like they look like I don't know, like they auditioned for 8 Mile and they said no, they got rejected, but
They looked weathered, right?
they look like they look like they've had a rough life. Go to images.
Yeah, I'm going.
Like they look like there's a lot of unnecessary mileage on
Oh,
those
look
tires.
at Skinny Pete in real life. He's not that bad looking of a guy.
That is not what they look like though. They look like maybe picture number 4. Yeah. Except with more tattoos on the neck and the face. But yeah.
You should have just started forking him.
Yeah, I'm sure that would have went really well.
Oh, it was funny. Yeah. So I'm like, man, it's been too long since I've had an altercation.
You should have just fought him. Fuck it.
I thought about it, and I was like, well, I don't want to be that guy that starts fights, but if I have to, I mean, yeah, at that point, I have no choice. But I figured they weren't going to do anything.
And also,
It's like, come on, they look like they were like in their fucking 40s. They're not going to do
yeah,
shit.
at what point do you like not fight anymore? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, if somebody's being egregious and you're worried about your safety, but I think fighting at a bar or fighting when you're drinking, something that young people do.
Yeah, it's like come on, this is not gonna happen. Like,
Yeah.
it's like I know we're not fighting.
Uh-huh.
They knew we weren't fighting. They just wanted to just talk shit. I guess
It's
for
like
whatever
I don't
reason.
have anything to prove. I don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
Who cares? Like,
Yeah,
why?
I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't care who the fuck you are.
Yeah, like-
I don't even care that you're. Like, look, you want the pool table? Take the fucking table. Not even bitching about it. Just do your thing. We're not even paying attention to you.
Yeah,
But-
usually, I mean, I guess I've always been that way, but usually when it comes to altercations like that, or if I have a disagree with somebody, I'm like, I usually say, whatever gets me out from talking to you, I will do it. You
Yeah.
want this pool table?
Yeah.
Have it.
It's like, look, whatever gets you out of my face, I don't give a fuck. Like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to pretend to be scared? Do you want me to apologize? Like, I just don't give a fuck. I just don't want to deal with you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been that guy, but especially now, it's like, man, I ain't fighting somebody for no reason.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure they weren't either. It's like some people just, I don't know. Maybe they had a bad day.
Uh-huh.
Maybe meth sales are down. I don't know. Who knows? You know.
They couldn't score that day.
I don't fucking know.
Their dealer wasn't answering.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I've been doing all weekend?
Mm-hmm.
So, if you guys have listened to this podcast before, or avid listeners, you will know that back in the day, I used to play a little game called Magic the Gathering.
Mm-hmm.
But I stopped playing it. One, because it was expensive and I was a teenager and I didn't have a job.
And you know, buy those cards.
You have to buy those cards.
You didn't have a rare lotus flower?
Oh, Black Lotus?
Yeah.
The card that's like...
For those who don't know, the black lotus flower, I think it's black lotus flower, is like one of the rarest, most expensive cards.
It's like the most...
sought after.
Yeah. It's sought after card. I think it's like worth thousands of dollars. Like maybe $20,000. Like, yeah, Black Lotus card price. Anyways, so I was just thinking, I was like, I live in 2020 now. There's a thing called the internet. Why don't...
$166,000. Oh, and there's other ones that are $42,000.
No, you can get it for 30 grand used.
This one used $175.
I mean, it really depends on what somebody would pay for it, right?
That's true.
So what is this card? What does it do?
You read it.
Click on it.
Over here. Where do I read it?
Or just click on the images on the.
Or the
Yeah.
wiki. How about the wiki? Considered the most valuable non-powerful card? Is that what it is? Anyway, you were saying, go ahead.
Yeah, I live in 2020 now. I'm not going to go to a comic book store and play with a couple of nerds. What do I look like? So I had the internet. So I was like, do they have a Magic the Gathering online game? You know what they do? I downloaded it, and I have been fucking people up.
Damn.
I don't know why I ever stopped playing.
You've been murking them?
Uh-huh.
You're like, when you sign in, are you like, daddy's home?
You know what's like the best feeling? When you make somebody rage quit on a Magic the Gathering
I know.
game.
Why would you rage quit on a card? That's hilarious. Read it, Junkie. What do? You add 3 mana of what?
So it says Black Lotus is the single most valuable normally printed card in Magic, printed in a standard set. Printed as one of the Power 9, only in Alpha, Beta, Unlimited. This artifact can provide a free mana boost for any deck.
I think Power 9 was like these cards that were overpowered.
It is restricted in Vintage and banned in Legacy.
Yeah, because it's really over. I mean, I'm not going to get to the details and the intricacies,
But it's OP.
Intricacies of Magic the Gathering, but it's OP'd. So, like, look,
So that means overpowered.
the card is, it costs 0 to play it, but you add 3 mana. Go back up. Add 3 mana of any single color of your choice to your mana pool, then this is discarded. So that means for the
What is mana?
It's basically your currency. I'm excited. We're now talking about what I want to talk about.
This is your real. This is you get your juices flowing.
Mana.
See, so right now, hold on, real quick. Right now, Junkyard. Right now, Mamba is you during MMA Minute. This is how you get, and how you feel like what the fuck's going on. I don't give a shit. That's how I
you
feel. Yeah. So now you know how I feel when you do your MMA Minute.
And then now Mama knows how I feel.
Exactly. Now we all know how we all feel.
So how do you feel?
I just feel like I don't give a fuck about. Actually, no, I do like this. So I'm interested. Continue,
So,
Mamba.
are you
Continue.
Mamba in this situation?
I am also Mamba.
You know what also-
I am also.
No, I'm saying you're Mamba in
I'm excited by proxy.
MMA and not in MMA. because
There
you guys
is there is a Pokemon the collector card game online version. And I'm like, I might have to go dabble in that and knock those fucking nerds around online.
Go bully some of those. I think they go bully some card nerds around.
But basically, mana, or this one guy that I used to play with, Mana, because he was really pretentious, is your currency. So whenever you play a card, you have to pay a certain currency. So like, if you want to play something that's 2 swaps, because there's swamps, mountains, plains, forests, and islands, and but you got to tap them, and if you have to have a certain amount, but that card, it gives you 3 currencies for nothing. So
So it's like free currency.
yeah, free currency.
What
And
do you do with that
the
currency?
cost of it is just to discard that card.
Yeah, just discard it. So,
Kind of like in Yu-Gi-Oh, they banned Monster Reborn
oh yeah, because
once you have that card, you can bring back any monster from your deck
Without-
without just for nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, and as the games get more intricate and they add a lot more cards and
Yeah.
different strategies, like a lot of the legacy cards, they become like crazy overpowered because you can come up with like different loopholes and different strategies. Play it, Junkyard. I know you want to.
Wait, but hold on. So what is what can you do with this currency?
I'm not going to. So when you play Magic the Gathering, you're basically taking the role of a, what did you say earlier? Sorcerer?
Nerd
Yeah.
alert!
Yeah, you're taking the way of a sorcerer, I guess, and you're casting spells. But you have to pay for those spells.
Yeah, those spells aren't free.
Yeah.
Don't you know the law of equivalent exchange?
No, I don't.
In order to obtain something of equal value, must be lost.
Jakar, this is why you're so boring, because you didn't
Nerd
do
alert!
You didn't do anything. You never
Yeah.
played Pokemon.
You didn't do anything but wear your sister's clothes when you were a kid.
You never played Pokemon. You didn't really play video games. You know, what did
I
you
played
do?
video games.
What did you do?
I told you what he did.
I played
He
video-
wore his sister's clothes.
I
okay.
also did that, but I did play video games when I was a kid. I had a Sega Genesis. I played Streets of Rage.
Ooh, you know they're making a new one?
Yeah, I saw that. I played Joe Montana Sports Talk Football. I played Sonic. I played Vapor Trail, little known game.
Ooh,
called
speaking of that, are you guys excited for the new Sonic movie?
I
Jakar,
am.
it is.
I'm actually going to go watch it. Opening day to show my support
When my friend
for Sonic.
had a GameCube, or not GameCube. I'm sorry, Nintendo 64. I would go play GoldenEye. Claymation
Clay
Fighters
Fighters.
or Clay Fighters.
Oh
Whatever
yeah,
that
Clay
shit's called.
Fighters.
One of my other friends bought a PlayStation, and I used to play Twisted Metal,
Oh.
Metal Gear Solid.
All right.
And then one of your friends had PlayStation 2, and
Yeah.
you played that. That friend was me.
Yeah, we played
Dead or Alive?
Dead or Alive.
That's when Dead or Alive 2 and Midnight Run or
Oh,
Midnight.
Yeah.
Was it
No,
Midnight
not
Run?
Midnight Run. No.
Need for Speed?
No, it was Midnight Club.
Yeah, there you go. The Midnight Club.
Midnight.
It was another racing game.
The original Midnight Club, not Midnight Club 3 Dub City Edition.
All right. And then I had my own Xbox. The original Xbox. I had a lot of games.
That's when we started playing Halo,
Yeah, we had Halo.
Max Payne,
Max
Oh,
Payne.
that's a game right there.
Metal Gear Solid.
All right, we get it, Junker. You know of video games. But
I have a Hitman. I played all the Hitmans.
there's something. I get my laptop out when my girlfriend watches something that I don't really have an interest in. I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool, and I'll just start playing people online. It's very relaxing. Keeps the old noggin sharp.
You know what I've been doing?
Fapping.
Homework.
Oh yeah. Oh, give yourself a pat on the. Give Junkyard a round of applause because he passed his algebra class.
Oh, congratulations!
Dude, you may think that's easy for some people, but that's very difficult.
Because
especially
I have dyscalculia.
Especially when you have dyscalculia.
Especially because I have dyscalculia.
And I didn't believe it at first, but I sent Junkyard a 5th grade math quiz, and he got half of them right.
Dude, I struggle, man. Since I was a kid, I used to have tutors. I've struggled in math my whole life. I've done terrible.
What is it about math that you struggle with?
Everything.
The numbers,
Yeah, everything.
the numbers part of it.
Oh.
And then when they start throwing, did you know they throw letters in there too?
Yeah,
Sometimes
that's
Fuck.
fucking crazy.
The numbers part is a big part of math. Probably the biggest part.
Some would say.
Arguably the
yeah.
biggest part.
But but I passed my algebra class. It was like called applied algebra. It wasn't really like, I mean, it was algebra, but it wasn't like algebra as you know it. It was a lot of graphs.
Oh, it was Terrence Howard algebra.
It was a lot of graphs. It was a lot of like, and it wasn't just graphs, but it was supposed more like reading them and like being able to know what they're saying more than anything. Because I
That's
guess
it?
Well, bro, but yeah, well, you had to figure stuff out.
So you didn't have to solve any equations or anything?
Yeah, you had to solve equations to know what the so you'd have to solve equations and like apply them to the graph and then like know what the graph is saying. So like, because they would give you they're like word problems. They'd be like, so for example, this company made like this many like processors this year. Like, what was their total like? What's their average revenue for the year? And then you'd have to apply that. And then, I mean, for me, it was hard, man. I was like, holy fuck! And I actually had to pay attention and I had to like read. Like, I took my time and I had to like. Luckily, I got to use a calculator. I mean, that was my saving grace, I think.
Isn't that kind of fucked up? You have to read
Yeah,
to understand numbers.
Yeah.
What the fuck kind of bullshit is that?
exactly.
I don't know. Like
But I passed, and I was very proud of myself.
recently when I started taking college algebra, I was like, this is actually kind of fun. I kind of got good at math.
Oh yeah, I remember college algebra in my junior year of high school.
Oh.
The only
How long ago was that? 70s?
damn, bro, get them off
Dude,
you, bro.
get you off me, bro.
The only thing I was over okay at was, and it's really stupid. I mean, you guys are gonna laugh. I was over okay at in math was
Geometry.
No, I was terrible at geometry.
I was great at geometry. I was actually
Adding,
great at math.
subtracting. It took me forever. I never learned my timetables, so multiplying is a little tricky. Division I can do.
6 times 8, go.
Fuck.
42.
Yeah, that was,
You're both wrong.
6 times 8? What is it?
48.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I didn't say anything. He answered.
That's why I said you're both fucking
You know
wrong.
what? You know what I'm good at though.
I was close.
You know what I'm actually pretty good at math? Figuring out percentages of things. So, for example, like when there's a discount, it's like this is 20% off this price. I can figure that out pretty quickly, fairly quickly. So go ahead. You guys can test me if you want.
Percentages are good at.
For the most part,
That's good. I mean, at least it's something that's
it's
useful.
yeah, like when you go to the store,
10% of 100.
$10.
Oh, very good. Very good. But I didn't say dollars. So
Well, 10,
you're stupid.
Oh, sorry, I do that. I do it for money.
What's 10% of 100? $10. I never said it was money.
Shit.
Fuck.
You're right, Bob, but still, I like converting it into money because it's
No,
more useful
yeah,
that
I
way.
get it.
You know, when you're at the store,
Yeah.
20%. 10%, 25%, 30%. Like this, I need to know my discounts, man. How much I'm saving. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm good at. And
All right. So if you have $120, and I take 10%, what do I have?
$12.
Wrong. The correct answer is the audacity to take your money. That's what I have.
This is true. but the reason I know percentages is because my uncle. Shout out to my uncle. He explained it really easily to me, and I feel like I think that's a problem with like math teachers. Is like some people make it more complicated than. I mean, obviously some math is complicated, but like, so for example, I realized when I was in college that I never learned, and this changed the world for me as far as like easy math goes, a little bit easier, like algebra, is the order of operations. I didn't know that till college. Can you believe that? Like I feel like they didn't explain that well enough to me.
That's
I mean, how hard is it to explain?
please
the order of
excuse
operation?
my dear Aunt
No.
Sally.
Like I didn't know it existed. Is what I'm
Parentheses.
saying.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say like okay.
No. Like I didn't know like that's the way you're supposed to do things in algebra.
So basically,
You know what I'm saying? Like, you
before that, you're
I'm just like trying to figure out.
You're just going ham.
whenever
Right.
you showed your work, it was just anarchy. I was
exactly, which is like got most of the shit wrong.
It's like whenever the teacher's like, show your work, and then Junkyard turns it in, teacher's like, you know what? Never mind.
yeah, like the fuck is this?
And that's the thing. Like I didn't did they never show me this, or did I not pay attention? Did I miss that day of school? Like I never understood why I didn't know this.
Not to brag, but I took college algebra. Actually, no, I took advanced algebra freshman year. Not to brag. And I had honors geometry, not to brag or anything. And then I had college algebra and trig. For those that don't know, that's short for trigonometry. Junior year. So I mean, I don't want to brag, but I was pretty good at math. I was pretty good at all of the maths. Quick maths.
And where did that get you?
Why do you got shit in my cereal?
Are you a math magician?
Yes. I'm all about the quick maths.
Anyway, enough about school. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been, studying and stuff.
What's your next class now?
Some easy ass bullshit. It's like network and security basics.
Is
It's easy as fuck.
your advisor still calling you?
Yeah, she calls me every week. But the thing is, like, I like the only thing that's not hard. It's just like that I haven't used it in a long time. Is the OSI model? I don't remember it, so I gotta like go back and review it. But
You should take a negotiation class.
negotiate what?
Anything. There's classes, they actually have a
Yeah,
negotiation.
no, but what am I gonna negotiate for?
So the thing with, I always had this idea that if I ever taught a negotiation class, you teach your class, go through the curriculum, whatever, and then for the final exam, everyone gets an F. You have to negotiate your way to an A.
Oh.
And if you can't, obviously, then you get the grade you deserve. Yeah,
Okay.
see, that's straight off the old dome.
What if?
Why didn't you do that when you used to teach your weekend classes?
Well, because it wasn't really like
It was.
I was teaching fucking. I was teaching eighth graders HTML. It was like
Right. Well, you should teach eighth graders negotiation.
I should have. Like you all fail.
You want another beer, mama?
You have to negotiate your
All
way.
right, now. All right, I got this.
Yeah, you got to negotiate like that. I think that's a good skill because like I feel like that's a tough skill. Like sometimes it's hard to negotiate. Like I think it's because like there have been times where I've had to negotiate and I've done terrible jobs. This house, for example, I didn't negotiate shit for this house. And the only reason I didn't was because I was trying to win it. It's all about winning. You're in it to win it. So like I went ahead and asked up for the offer, like what they were offering. I said, fine, go ahead. And I got it right away. They said, yeah. So I feel like after that, I was like, maybe I should try to negotiate.
But the thing is, after you put an offer, like what is there to negotiate? Like you put
No,
in
you
the
do
offer.
it. That's what the whole thing is before. You're supposed to lowball and then negotiate your way up.
So basically, you put in an offer that's like a lower offer,
Right.
And then if they say no, then you up the offer,
Right.
But
Then you start negotiating. You say like, or you can say, oh, I'll throw this in or throw this in. There's little things you can do to.
So you just like, I'll pay whatever.
No, not necessarily because I did throw like I
He walked in with his wallet open, be like, just take anything you want.
no I had
Walked
I
in
asked
on
him
his knees and like, please.
I asked him for closing costs. So like whenever you buy a house, you have to pay these closing costs to close. So like your lawyer, a bunch of shit. The
Why do you
appraisal.
need a
and stuff
lawyer
like
to
that.
buy a house? Fuck that bullshit.
You technically don't, but it's all about protecting yourself. So like, people can throw shit into like stipulations when you buy a house.
See,
so, like,
here's how I'm gonna buy a house. I'm gonna get a loan for X amount of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go house shopping and buy a house that is within the range of X set amount of dollars that I have. Then I'm gonna knock on the door and be like, I see you have this house for sale, and I see it's listed for this much. Here is this much. House, please. And that's it. It's fucking easy peasy.
That's not the way it works.
How hard? It's a transaction. You're buying something.
Yeah.
How much is this house? Oh, it costs this much. All right, here's that much. Give me the house.
Okay, first of all, the bank will never give you that amount of cash up front to buy a house. First
Do
of
you
all,
know what Tony's credit is like?
Yes.
Mine's better than his.
Oh.
it doesn't work that way.
No, dude, my credit is impeccable.
My credit was when I bought the house. My credit was at 825.
See, that's because you know how to negotiate with banks.
Bro, the banks will not. Doesn't matter.
Telling you, man.
You can have,
telling you, bro.
You can have a perfect 850. They're not going to give you
I'm
that
gonna
amount
walk
of
in with
cash.
my 800 plus credit score to Chase. I'm like, this is how much I want, and this is how much U.S. Bank is willing to give me at this rate. What can you do? Convince me to take your money.
First of all,
That's how it works.
they don't negotiate rates. I'll tell you that right now.
And then
they give you what
and then
is
and then,
available.
and then I'm gonna go to U.S. Bank. I'll be like, look, Chase is gonna give me this much for this rate. What can you do?
Doesn't work that
And
way.
then when
sir.
they're like, oh, we could do this, I'm like, you know what? I'll call you back. And then I'm gonna start a bidding war.
that does not work that way
and
at all.
except in this case, the lowest bidder wins. So once I have the money, then I'll go. Oh, there's a for sale sign. Knock on the door. Hello, house for sale. How much? Okay, here you go. Give me the deed. Pfft, done.
And this is why you
Done.
still live at home with
Done.
your parents.
We all know. That you're just gonna end up at the Kirk Exchange.
Bro,
You're
you
like,
know,
I want to cash my check for this much. How much are you gonna?
so you gotta know how to negotiate.
Okay.
Anyway, that's how I'm gonna buy a house.
Yeah.
None of this fucking closing costs and lawyers and fucking all this bullshit.
Sounds like you're going to be living at home for the rest of your life. That's what it sounds like to me. That's how it's going to work when you buy your parents' house. You can tell your parents, this is how much I'm going to give you. They'll be like, okay. And then you're going to give them that amount. And that's it. Because it's not going to work with anybody else. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, junkyard, ye of little faith.
But you just said you're bad at negotiating, so how would you know?
Well, because first of all, I didn't say I was bad at it. I just said, and plus, you don't negotiate. Your realtor negotiates for you. You tell the realtor what you want to do. And
See, you cut out the middleman. That's the problem. you gotta stop going with middlemen. You gotta go directly to the source.
Have some faith in yourself.
Yeah.
shout out to my realtor, Eddie Davila. Anybody's looking for houses,
Is that the guy who has
hit up Eddie.
billboards all over the place?
No, that's a different Eddie. We don't like that Eddie. Tony doesn't like that Eddie. We don't like that Eddie. We don't talk about that Eddie. Right, Tony?
I mean, I had no problem with him, but sure.
Seems like a good guy. He has his,
No.
Apparently, we had beef at some point, but
Not that Eddie. Eddie Davila.
he has his face everywhere.
I think his email is Eddie Davila Houses at Yahoo, I believe. I'm not sure. But if you need more information, hit me up. I'll hit him up. We'll work it out.
well, I mean, this is a nice. I do like the house. I think he did hook you up pretty nice.
Well, he didn't really hook me up. I mean, that's not how this works.
You're like, bro, hook me up.
No, that's not exactly that's how it works. You go look at houses.
Joker, I know how life works, okay? First of all, you call your guy, be like, hey, guy, hook me up. Like, I got you, bro. And then he just takes you on these tours of houses. And like, all right, I like this
you
one.
want that house?
I
I'll
actually-
get this
All right,
house.
you like this house? I'll see what I can do. He goes, does his thing, comes back. All right, give me some money. You give him the money. He gives the money to that. You got to cut out the
You
middleman.
don't. The realtor doesn't take any money.
Yeah, they do.
They don't
No,
work.
they don't.
What, do you think they work for free?
No, but the seller pays the realtor price.
So you're saying that he did you were a charity case.
Pro boner.
No.
Pro bono.
The realtor gets paid from the seller. Like you don't pay. Like the buyer doesn't pay anything to the realtor.
Junkyard. Obviously, you are confused.
A fool's born every minute, huh?
It's funny that
You're a fool.
the two people
A
who
fool
either
in a man's shoes.
rent or live at home are telling me
Whoa.
about the process of buying a
Whoa,
home.
whoa, whoa. But don't say who's who. One of us rents, one of us lives at home. Let's not say who's who. All right? Let's not put anyone on blast here.
Out of respect, I will not.
Anyway, so anything else you guys want to add?
Do we have any YouTube comments?
We do not. I checked. No emails. Nobody loves us this week.
Nobody listens to us.
Probably a busy
anymore.
week.
No, actually, people. You know what I've noticed? Thursdays are the day that people listen to us the most. I don't
So
know
like
why.
a week after.
The week after, yeah.
Oh, we forgot to.
Oh, that's right. We
It's
had
not a
shout-
comment.
Yeah. Not a comment. It's we got a shout out. Is it
Yeah,
we're
that's
talking
what I
about?
mean. We got a shout out.
So shout out. I don't know if she still listens. I hopefully she still listens. To Call Me Hey Hey. Call Me Hey Hey sent us a Christmas card.
Oh yeah, it was really nice.
So
of her.
NKOTP. I showed you guys. I sent you
Yeah,
guys a picture.
she has a new addition to her family.
Yeah, she has a baby. Newly born baby. Kind
Yes.
of newly.
Yeah, I think it was in October.
Also,
something like
your Instagram story was hilarious because Call Me Hey Hey is Mexican
Yeah.
and her husband is white. So,
Caucasian, that's what we like to call them,
Caucasian.
yes.
So she recorded a Instagram story of her husband. He was complaining that every time they go get elotes together, they get one mild and one spicy. And whenever they hand them to him, they always give her husband, the white guy,
The mild one.
the mild one, and they give her the spicy one.
Because they know.
But he's like, I'm the one that wants the spicy.
They're like, "Are you sure, sir? Are you sure?"
And that made me laugh.
It's hilarious.
But yeah, it is. She sent us sent us a Christmas card. It was very nice of her to think of us and send us a Christmas card. We have it.
Yeah, she's actually one of our first listeners. That was back when we used to market and promote our
Right.
podcast.
And
And it actually wasn't her. We actually
her friend.
It was her friend.
and thanks to me,
That's true. That was.
it was all me.
I mean, it was really weird.
The way you
Hey man, you get listeners
But hey,
how you can.
I look.
For the-
It's only stupid if it doesn't work.
For those who don't know, we went to Vegas in 2015, and we were buying a lighter.
Was that long ago?
Yes.
Yeah,
Holy
I
fuck.
was buying a lighter. You guys weren't buying shit.
Yeah, we were just kind of hanging around.
What did you buy?
I probably already had a lighter, and I didn't need to waste money.
That's right. Tony got that lighter stolen, so it's cool.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
I had to go back and buy another one.
Tony was purchasing a lighter, and the employee that worked there, she was cute.
She was attractive, yeah.
And then
Oh.
Tony was talking to her.
I was trying to flex a little bit.
Yeah, his flex. He was wearing a Dago. His biceps were showing, and then they were having a conversation going. And the junker comes out of nowhere. Hey, do you like podcasts? Was
She's like,
what's a podcast?
No, she's like, yeah, why? She's like, ooh, we have a podcast. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, this is not what I meant when like we should when I said we should probably like promote more, I didn't mean like be a creep about it. And then interrupt me halfway through my conversation.
She asked Tony. She was like, "Is this like your little brother or something?"
But hey, she started listening.
That's true.
Well,
She got her-
well, the girl who worked at the lighter store,
Started listening.
started listening.
I don't know if she still does,
No,
but she
no,
pawned,
I'm pretty sure
she doesn't.
she pawned it off to her
Her
friend.
friend and her friend
Yeah.
fell in love with us.
Call me hey,
Call me
and her
hey.
friend, like, yeah, she's like our most consistent fan.
One of our most. Don't forget about our friend, our boy Peter.
I don't even know
Oh, yeah.
who that is. Oh yeah, now I know. Does he still listen to us?
I hope so.
Oh well, if he did,
We had a very consistent listener in Pancho Mancho.
he's dead now.
He's not that. He's still.
Oh
very
no,
much
you
alive.
confirmed he's alive, right?
Yeah, he invited us this weekend out. We did not go.
He's dead to be.
Don't forget about Mr. Very Nice. He lasted a while. Chester
Yeah.
Cheetah. He still listens.
Oh.
We got a few consistent listeners
That we know of.
that we know of.
I'm pretty sure we have plenty more that we don't know.
Exactly.
At least I like to think that.
It
It makes this a little more bearable.
Hooded dude on YouTube. He listens.
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah,
listens
he
to
Well,
us.
if you don't know us, I mean, if you do know us and you listen to us, send us a message.
Not just that, but tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody.
Hold on, whoa.
Don't tell everybody. Tell
Unless
Tell
you
cool people.
All right, unless you if you guys, any listeners out there, work with me, just you can tell anyone, but if you're gonna tell people at work, just make sure they're cool.
Yeah, same thing with us. Anybody that works with us, tell only cool
Yeah,
people.
tell only the cool people.
Because I only tell cool people. I don't tell anybody that's a square.
I have
'cause-
never told anybody about this.
And would you rather come and do this podcast with like a bag over your face?
Yeah, people like have actively like, hey, what are you talking
Nothing.
about? Yeah, like that's what I say. We don't talk about anything. They're like, oh, I'd like to listen to it. I'm like, okay, and then I just leave it at that. That's it.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
I mean,
oh,
that
you know
works.
what? It's a paid subscription. I'm really sorry.
I don't want you to pay for it. What if they're
Yeah.
like, I'll pay whatever. It's cool.
Like, oh, you know what?
Well,
We're actually
give me money directly, and I'll see what I can do.
Just Venmo me directly. Here's my Cash App.
Do you still use the Cash App?
I think I've used it once.
Oh, did you get your $5?
Yeah.
I thought the Cash App was only for like scammers.
It's for shadier transactions. I mean, it can all be trades. Doesn't really matter. But it's done more for it's more prevalent in promiscuous
Activities?
Like if you're trying to pay for lewds.
Not only that, or not very ethical. Like whenever you go on Instagram, it's like
Bitcoin?
It's like somebody's like, "Hey, I just made all this money in this amount of time. You know, if you want to get like me, here's my Cash App."
That's weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, on that note, let's get to our crazy news story. Do you have something else to say, Mamba? No?
I'm trying to get this over with.
All right. So today's news story is doctors urge guys not to masturbate in banana peels anymore.
Oh, was that a thing?
Apparently,
I am late to the game.
I didn't know that was a thing.
So it says doctors are warning men
Please continue, Junkyard.
not to masturbate in some banana peels, with some chaps even heating them up in the
the
microwave beforehand.
Get it nice and warm.
Fans of the practice are being urged to refrain from inserting their penis into recently peeled skins, despite people online claiming the slime makes for great lubricants.
The fuck?
Advocates have also said banana peels offer similar sensation to receiving oral sex, with one website giving certain skin ratings of 4.5 as a sex aid. It also offers men advice on how to use them. Yikes. However, medical professionals are warning the act could lead to sores, rashes, and possibly infections, as contact with protein inside the fruit's skin causes flare-ups in some people.
Oh, so it's only some people. I mean, is it worth the risk to find out? I think it is.
I take that chance.
Dr. Diana Gill from online doctor and prescription service Doctor For You is urging those thinking of dipping in to be aware of the risk associated with unusual technique. She warned, a person with a banana allergy is more likely to be allergic to other substances as latex or other fruits and vegetables.
I've never met anybody that had a banana allergy.
So if you're allergic to latex condom, you may also be allergic to banana
Oh, then I'll
skins.
be fine.
Although rare, you could develop a rash and sores on the penis, which can be painful and might lead to infection. You know what happens if an infection doesn't get treated right?
It'll...
It has to get cut off. Hence, your dick might get cut off. The doctor's warning comes after a number of social media posts claimed using banana peels to masturbate is similar to receiving oral sex. One man wrote on Reddit, "I've been doing it for years and it's great. It's the closest thing there is to a blowjob. Trust me, I've had hundreds of them."
Hundreds of bananas or hundreds of blowjobs?
Probably bananas, because I doubt if he's using bananas, he's
That's true.
I don't believe that guy.
It says he was responding to another Reddit user who claimed
When he said it's the closest thing to a blowjob, means it's the closest you'll ever get.
Yeah.
probably. He was responding to another Reddit user who claimed he injured himself while using a banana peel to pleasure himself. Please save yourself the trouble and just don't use a banana, he wrote. So yeah, that's that.
It's just like, how did this become a thing? Did someone decide like, hey, I should jerk off into this banana? You know what? It's not warm enough. Let me microwave it.
Well, it's like American Pie. Remember, he's like, they asked him how fingering was, like warm apple pie. So he decided to stick his fucking dick in a warm apple pie.
I'm here to give you better advice. Do not use toothpaste as a lubricant. Because a teenage Baba did not know that toothpaste burns.
But was your penis minty fresh?
And painful.
So you want to hear what I did one time? So I was young. I was like 18. I was like 18 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So did you guys ever watch Cabin Fever?
Yeah.
Remember Ryder Strong from Boy Meets World? Sean from Boy Meets World. There was a scene where he had sex with this chick that was infected with cabin fever with that infection they all
With
had.
the coronavirus, yes.
Yeah, whatever it was. And he thought a good idea was to splash Listerine on his dick after he had sex with her to kill. I mean, it's antibacterial. It kills all things.
Mm-hmm.
So this one time, when I was living in St. Louis, I had unprotected sex with this girl that I thought might have been a little shady. It was kind of stupid of me to have unprotected sex, but I did it anyway.
I mean, if she let you hit it raw.
Right.
You weren't the first one.
Exactly.
And you probably weren't the first one that day.
And I probably wasn't the last.
Or the last. That
so
day.
I thought it was a good idea. Afterwards, just throw some Listerine on my dick.
Just a little splash.
Yeah, put some Listerine on my dick. I had some, yeah. I mean, I don't have any STDs, so I mean, I can't say it doesn't work.
Did it hurt?
It didn't hurt, but it was very cool.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure it's more comfortable than toothpaste.
Well, it hurt. The toothpaste hurt me because I was rubbing it into my penis.
I was not rubbing. I just.
It was bright red after that.
See, you should have done is like you don't want to waste it, so you should have like gargled it in your mouth and just spit on it.
So you get double the effect.
Exactly.
Spit downwards.
Just spit on your dick.
But then you know what's funny? So after that, I went back to bed because we had sex. I went back to bed and then she
had more sex.
No, well maybe I don't remember.
But hold on. In other words, your Listerine technique was for naught.
But for sure there was fellatio afterwards, and I wonder if she thought, why does this dick taste so minty and Listerine?
She didn't ask you to bring it up?
I could just imagine. I was like, oh man.
I mean, she
thought.
She probably thinks you were doing her a favor. Like, oh, what a nice guy.
Yeah, what if...
She went to go wash his dick.
What if the dicks that she was used to, because you said she's a promiscuous girl, so she's probably used to, like, vinegary dicks. Now she's getting a cool hint of Listerine.
So it was probably the best dick she ever had. Tasted. The best tasting dick she ever had.
Spearmint that I taste?
So when she the next morning, instead of her mouth smelling like dick, it smelled minty fresh.
Exactly. You're welcome.
It was a nice surprise.
So this is why
it was a nice surprise for the next guy she blew. Nice.
This is why we don't let not cool people listen to this podcast.
Yeah, it's true. This is why we're very selective on our audiences.
Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's get to our gripes, because I know even though Mama did one, but
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
So my gripe is people.
Just in general, like all people.
No, not all people.
My gripe is existing.
My gripe is like where I work on the 7th floor, so I have to.
Did you lose the elevator again?
No. So I know where the elevators are now. So I take the elevator, go to the 7th floor, and once I get to the 7th floor, there's like a it just goes like a little hallway. So I walk down, and there's like a double glass door. But in order to get in through those doors, you have to use your key fob, your fob. But the reader is not right in front of the doors. It's kind of off to the side, and you can't reach the door. So you got to fob, kind of walk over, fob, and then walk to the doors. You can't do it at the same time. So there's like an unwritten rule. Like usually, like when you come off the elevator, there's other people going. There's it's a lot of people. So sometimes when there's someone in front of me, they'll swipe their card, and then I'll just go to the door and I'll hold the door open for them. And then good morning, whatever, thank you. And if I fob, whoever comes behind me going to the same place,
close the door open for you.
As soon as I fob, they'll open the door and they'll hold it for me. It's it's just courtesy. Common sense. It's courtesy. Yeah. So I got off the elevator with this girl.
Was she attractive?
She was ugly on the inside, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh, okay. Well, how about the outside? Because that's what really matters.
Yeah, she is so pretty good.
Okay, good.
Which is probably why. Yeah, she looked good. So
if she looked good on the outside, then she has an excuse for why she
exactly
treated you.
That's why I wasn't mad of why she did what she did, but I was still upset. Like I understand why you did it,
but I ain't happy about it.
But I ain't happy about it. But I get it. So we both get off the elevator. She's on her phone. Got her AirPods, whatever. Doesn't give whatever. That's half the people there anyway. So we get off the elevator. We walk towards, and I go, and then I swipe my card. So this bitch stands by the door, just stands there, waiting for me to come open the door for her.
What the fuck?
I was like,
you're
I'm not the fucking doorman.
Yeah, like a bellhop.
Yeah, and then I started looking am I wearing my raggedy clothes today? And I wasn't. I was fresh as fuck that day. So I'm like, I don't. What
you should have done was you should open it slightly, snuck in, and let it close behind you. Made her fob in.
Yeah. So
should've
like
done.
so I walk over there, I swipe my card, and then she's just standing like right in front of the doors, like just standing like waiting. I'm like, all right, she could at least open the door.
Right.
Oh, she was on her phone the whole time?
Oh no, she saw because she looked over and she saw that I went over to go fob, and she said, I'm gonna wait here till he opens the door. So I went to go open the door, and she walked in front of me.
What?
Just walks in front of me, walks in. I was like, this bitch.
Do you know where? Did you see her again after that?
No, I didn't see her after that.
You should find her.
So she walked in, and I was like, man. So I was
You
like,
should call her.
So I was like, man, I wish I had some of that. And then she's like, what? The audacity. Okay, I made that last part up. But
You should
in my
go say
mind,
that.
that's what I was thinking.
You should go and say that to her. Go find her.
If I see her again, if fate brings us together on the same elevator, you best believe I'll be late for work if I got to stand out there and wait for someone else. Because
I say you, Joe Goldberg, her, throw her in a glass box.
yeah, but yeah. This happened like during the. That's the last time I saw her. I don't. She might not even. Who knows?
She might have worked there. What if she was?
even work there.
What if she was a fucking like? She was like.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, you work IT. Isn't that a security?
Yeah, security. That's called tailgating, my friend.
Yeah. Well,
Is it really tailgating
Yeah.
if she's like first?
Well,
I would be the tailgater.
well, because it was your fob. I mean, it's like front tailgating.
Yeah. So maybe she didn't work there.
Yeah,
But no, because she knew like as soon as she walked in, it's not like she walked in and then asked.
that's the trick.
Like she knew exactly
No,
where she was going.
that's the trick. The trick is you pretend you know what you're doing. You pretend
That's
you.
true. She was really good.
Yeah.
Oh, did I get got?
You might have got
Did
got.
I fucking get
You
got?
might have got got.
Oh, but she was sexy though. So is that okay?
Yes.
Semi.
Okay, cool. Whatever.
Anyway, all right, that's a good grade.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
I enjoyed that thoroughly. Mama, do you have another one?
Not at the moment.
Okay, I have one. If I can recall it. Oh, that's right. I remember. My gripe is with motherfuckers who can't catch a hint. Mama knows what I'm talking about.
Who can't what?
Catch a hint. Who don't
Oh.
who don't get.
Who don't get it?
Yeah.
Who don't get the net?
Yeah.
Before you showed up, Tony, his wife was telling us a story.
So it turns out, so my wife goes to school, right? She's learning English. And so she goes to class to learn, to like freshen up on her English and whatnot. So there's a guy, I guess, that's from the same city as her in Mexico. So I guess she was being a nice person. Like he brought it up in class. And she's like, oh, well, I'm from there too. Kind of like, making friendly conversation.
Yeah.
Like, I'm from there. That's cool. Blah, blah, blah. Like, okay. Kind of kept it at that. But he continued.
Because he saw a green light.
Clearly, and he asked for her Facebook information, and she was kind of weirded out by it. She's like, okay. She's like, well,
It's just Facebook.
right,
I mean,
whatever,
she's nice. She's not going to be like.
right, like,
I guess
creep.
she was given the benefit of the doubt.
right,
Okay.
And she's like, well, she's like, oh, he's like, what does the picture on Facebook look like? Oh, well, this is me with my husband. This is the picture. Blah blah, whatever. Okay, great.
Big
Big
yeah.
big hint. Like,
Yeah, like-
get lost. I have a husband. I'm married, right? And then he clearly saw the picture of the alpha male, which was me. So he
Are you
should have
sure-
backed off.
Okay, then she probably didn't show him your picture.
No.
If he saw an alpha male, that wasn't your
No,
picture.
that was me.
That was definitely not
That's
you.
definitely me.
No.
Anyway,
Not even close.
as I was
Neither
saying,
here nor there.
so
There was a male, might have been a beta male, but
No.
yeah, there was a male in that
definitely
picture.
alpha.
Definitely beta. Continue.
Anyway, so anyway, today she takes the bus to and from school because she doesn't have a car. Because I have the car, the way it should be. Anyway, neither here nor there. She was out. She walked. She was at the bus stop waiting for the bus. And I guess he was going to the gym right next door to the bus stop. And he sees her, pulls up, and asks her for a ride, or if she wants a ride. And she proceeded to say, "No, that's cool. Don't worry about it. Thanks. The bus is almost here." And he proceeded to ask again.
Hey, let me take you. Did he say, "Can I offer you a ride," or "Let me take you for a ride"?
I don't know, but he asked again, and she said, "No, that's fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, you asked twice. You said
Yeah.
no twice. You think you'd stop there?" He proceeded to ask a third time. She again said, "No, the bus is here, or the bus is almost here. I'll just take the bus. It's cool. Don't worry about it." Hence, no, I don't fucking want to ride, right? So I guess dude got out of the car and like decided to like chit chat and have a conversation. It's like, bro, get the hint. Like, I ain't trying to talk to your fucking ass, right? Like, I don't want to ride.
I didn't get that part.
Yeah.
That he got out of the
Yeah,
car.
he got out of the car.
So he parked
pulled
illegally.
He parked. No, he parked. I guess close enough. He parked in between the gym and the bus stop
Oh.
because he was gonna go to that gym right there. So he didn't go straight to the gym. He decided to like.
So it's not. So
go
it's not like.
chit-chat.
So not only. It's. So it's not like he was on his way home or on
Right.
his way. He just.
He was
said-
already at his destination.
He was already there. He's like, hey, I'll give you a ride home.
right. Like he's gonna go out of his
Like
way.
I'm gonna
to
go
ride.
out of my way just to drop you off.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of. I
Right.
mean, I could see why he would think that's, but I don't know.
Right. So he didn't get the hint. Like she's clearly giving off signals like "leave me the fuck alone," but he just doesn't. He doesn't get it. So I think it's time that we must have to go fuck somebody up, the three of us.
I told you what you should do. I said you take her to school, and then you don't point him out, but you grab her, you just put your tongue all over her body, and
Lick her like
yeah, and then you were like, "Oh, there goes my property." Everybody, just so you know, I legally own her.
But you gotta say it in Spanish too, since he's probably learning English
yeah,
too.
bilingual. Yep.
Yeah, you gotta say in both languages.
Got it.
And then when she walks away, get a nice handful of that behind.
Make sure she wears a skirt. Stick my hand up her skirt.
There you go.
For
Yeah.
good measure, like, just like say King Love
Yep.
after.
And yeah, I think you guys are right. That's the alpha thing to do.
Yeah, because it's like, if he doesn't, so it's really disrespectful because he knows of you and he knows you exist.
Right.
If she showed you, like, yeah, this is a picture of me and my husband, and he's still, that's pretty.
What if he's just being nice and just wants to get right home?
Man, motherfucker,
No.
being
How do you know?
nice.
I don't give a fuck. Like I paid all that money to bring her here. I'm saying I invested time and money. You think it's that easy to keep her locked up in here? It's not.
Especially
It's
when
hard.
especially when she has all this freedom over here
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
It was it was a lot easier at your mom's house.
Yeah. Exactly.
That ring wasn't cheap.
All right.
Can't keep an eye on her.
Right. You know how much that GPS cost me? That's embedded in her skin.
That tracker chip.
Like the shit they put in cats. That shit wasn't cheap. To put it in a human.
They charge you
Right.
extra for that
Yeah,
shit.
Exactly. You gotta get that shit in the black market.
I don't know if this
You
guy.
know how much Bitcoin that cost me on? And I had to open up my download a Tor browser and everything.
The Onion browser.
Yeah.
Nice.
If this guy doesn't get a hit soon, I think you might have to confront him, Joker.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to send my goons after him.
Just don't send the same one you sent after me.
Right.
You really should upgrade your
Yeah.
goons.
Pay a little extra.
I will.
Yeah.
Get
Splurge.
Get the premium goods.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are goons that are going after a dude that's going after your wife. So
Right.
you want to send the premium goons.
Yeah. I think I need a body part to prove that they succeeded. Right.
I think you should find out where he lives and like send like a pig head or something or
Horse head.
horse head. Yeah,
Like in The Godfather.
exactly.
Like put it in his bed. Mm-hmm. It's a good idea.
You'll get the hint.
Or just have your wife tell him that she's pregnant. Just bring it up.
Maybe I'll just buy her a taser and have
Just
her
be like-
taser his.
Just have her say something like, so unattractive a girl. She's like, yeah, my hormones are really going crazy on account of this unwanted pregnancy and everything.
No, he can't say unwanted because then it's gonna give him an hint like, oh, you didn't want a baby, huh? Like, you know, that sounds like, you know.
No, but you say unwanted. That
But,
she's
but
like,
then the thing is, if she says like, "Oh, I'm pregnant," that's basically like, "Oh, that means you could
Right, you could fuck without getting pregnant
fuck
again.
Without
That's like
You're already
okay,
pregnant.
Okay,
Right.
okay. Well, say that you're pregnant. Tell her that. Say that she's pregnant, but then ask the guy like,
No,
you-
what she should do, she should be like, when she's like, "Oh, can I give you a ride?" It's like, "Oh yeah, can you give me a ride to the pharmacy? I got to pick up my HIV medication."
Ooh, that's a good one.
I was gonna say something similar. I was like, can you give me a ride
Herpes?
to Planned Parenthood? I need a quick abortion really quick.
I got
That'll really kill that guy's motor.
What if he's into that shit?
I have a scorching.
Then you have a problem on your hands. If that guy,
Then you have a real problem.
Looks like the NKOTP has to make a special stop, right, guys?
oh, hey man,
May have to.
Myra's been, or sorry, I didn't mean to say your wife's name. Your wife has been making me some great meals, so I'll defend her on her if need be.
She's fed Tony quite
That's
a few
true.
times. I mean, can you imagine if something happens and those meals stop, you guys aren't going to be eating for a while.
So yeah, I am down to deport someone if needed.
Ooh, maybe we should just call ICE.
Yeah,
he's
right.
probably illegal.
I mean, he's taking English classes
Yeah.
anyways, right?
You're right. Why didn't I think about that? He probably has no papers. Bro, that's the easiest thing.
Yeah, that's kind of like a bold assumption. You never know.
I mean, he's Mexican.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. Yeah, Mexicans. I can't stand them.
ICE it is.
So-
what's the ICE number? Do you guys have it? Do you guys know it off the top of your heads?
I think it's like 911 or something.
Oh, okay.
You just call the police. Just call the cops.
No,
Just do what white people do.
No, I
call
can't
the cops.
I can't call the cops because it's a sanctuary city. No, the cops aren't gonna do shit.
So you
got to call ICE.
So you got to get your wife to lure him outside of the city, like Indiana. Oh man, I bet you
yeah.
if she gets him to go to Indiana, they'll do all the work for us.
That's true.
We don't gotta do shit.
Take a stop.
As
Yeah.
soon as they see a Mexican out there, game over.
Tell her she wants
Mike
to-
Pence will personally go over there and take his ass back.
No, or even better, Wisconsin. Who was in what's that? Paul Ryan. He wasn't he the governor of Wisconsin? He hates Mexicans.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't know.
So there you go.
But speaking of Mexicans, there's a great segue because, as you guys know, I am Mexican.
Are you?
And I took a 23andMe, and I finally got my results back. So as it turns out, they give you like percentages of what you are and stuff. I am very excited because I am 3.9% sub-Saharan African.
Oh,
So you're black.
Yeah.
man.
So you know what that
You
means?
can drop the M bomb.
I should. Yep, 3.9%. And I carry this with me just in case anybody wants to call me. I'll be like, no, look, I can say it. I'm one of you.
I don't think if you say I'm one of you and point at them, that's gonna make it.
That would make it even worse.
Is that why you're hung like a horse?
That's exactly why. That 3.9% is all below the belt.
Hold on. Let's talk about this real quick.
Can I see your
So-
how did the results?
So you
look
know how
really good?
stereotypes are normally bad? I think that's one of the best stereotypes.
That
isn't
is a
it?
good stereotype.
Like to think that because you're black, you have a big, ginormous dick.
yeah,
I wish that we had that stereotype.
I know.
Except we got we're fucking what do you call it, landscapers and
Yeah.
eat tacos all day. Like
yeah,
shit like that.
we're known for being landscapers.
Yeah.
And hanging out at Home Depot.
Yeah. I want to have a big dick.
And we're not known for big dicks.
No, we're
I mean,
definitely
Asians have it the worst though. They're known
they're known for
having-
little
yeah.
dicks. That sucks.
Okay, so I see how they break it down.
Except Asians are also known for being good at math.
That's true.
That makes
That's a
sense. European because of
So basically,
Spaniards.
I am the majority. I am 43.6% European.
So you're more of a Spaniard.
I am more.
That's why he's so light
See,
skinned.
and the thing is,
What's the rest of it?
40% Native American. So that makes sense.
Well, that's not really Native American.
Or
I think-
Central.
Right. That's because technically they count Mexican, Indian,
Yeah,
No, yeah, I know.
Native. Yeah.
yeah. But basically, like,
Because that motherfucker, he's not like Turkey or
so
anything.
it's funny because like so I get my results back and I see that I'm like the majority, like 43%, like is European. And I told my mom, I'm like, oh, mom, I took a 23. He's like, oh, what did it say? He's like, and I'm like, mom, it says I'm 43.6% European. I'm more that European than anything. And she's like, oh, how did that happen? I'm like, how did that happen? I'm like, exactly. You tell me.
He's like, is my father not my father?
Is there anything you want to tell me? Is there anything I should know? And she starts laughing. She's like, well, both of your grandparents on my mom's side, so both my grandparents, their parents, they're all from Spain.
Yeah.
That's why and I always knew it. I always had a feeling.
That's why you're not that brown.
That's why like whenever I hang around, like, I always feel like I'm a little bit better than most people. And now I know why, because I'm fucking European.
Actually, speaking of brown, is your mom like brown? Somewhat
She's like
tan.
tanner than me.
Right. How come you and your sister are so light,
Because my dad's white.
part white?
I'm pretty sure
Half
he's
white?
like all white.
I thought you said he was half white. Isn't your grandfather Mexican?
I talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad. So my theory is that my dad's dad isn't really his dad
Oh, that's right. You did say that.
because my grandfather on my dad's side is 5'5", black as fuck, and my dad is like 5'11", very Aryan. So unless my grandmother has some dominant ass genes.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad just didn't take anything from my grandfather, which is
possible.
possible.
It's very possible.
Yeah.
But also the possibility that my grandmother, I
Stepping on him
yeah,
is also very
is
possible.
that a possibility that she was a floozy? I don't like to think that, but it's
very
possible.
Possible. So yeah, so basically 43.3% European. And I always knew it. I always felt it. And now I have the results to prove that I'm better than most people, which is cool.
Tapas all day, right?
Bro, I love tapas now.
Bro, get some.
Who wants to go for some tapas?
Not just that, but get some sangria.
So basically, it's like
Pick up.
It's 24% Spanish and Portuguese, 13% Southern European,
Bro, when are you gonna make us some paella?
1% Jewish,
It's cool because there's only like 1% of Jews around. Like,
0.4% Irish and British.
Oh.
Oi, governor.
Any Asian?
No.
Yeah. Hold on, it's here somewhere. Actually, no.
Oh.
No, because then it's like, then it's 37.7% Native American.
Where do you get your Asian EIs from then?
Probably from, oh, you know what?
and your love of Asian girls.
Hold on. Western Asian and North African is 3%.
Oh, okay.
So it's, yeah, I'm 0.4% Arab, Egyptian, and Levantine. 0.4%.
I wanted to take one, but I just hear nothing but negatives about that company.
Like what?
That their results aren't that accurate and they sell like your data,
Oh,
like hardcore.
I mean,
But everybody has your data.
I just gave everyone my data.
Yeah. But
There's
like,
my data. You do whatever the fuck you want with it.
I guess the cool thing is that if you get the upgraded version, right? They tell you like your medical.
Oh yeah, so I got that. Yeah, I got that one. Well, I got it as a
are you
Christmas.
at risk or anything for something?
So I am not at risk for anything, which is, I guess, good. And it says that my DNA is it's found in like 90% of elite athletes.
Oh.
So I have the capacity to be an elite athlete if I wanted.
Except you're already over the hill, so you probably won't.
But I could have been.
Do they tell you? Do they tell you if you were like more Neanderthal or I forgot the other one? That's an option. Like they tell you if like how much of a Neanderthal, and there's another one.
Oh, like
where you came from,
or if you're just a buffoon.
Yeah, or if you're a nugget tracker.
A troglodyte.
A troglodyte. What percentage mouth breather are you?
I forgot which one it was. I'll have to ask my girlfriend because she did it too.
So yeah. So from now on, I don't want to be referred to as Hispanic. Just refer to me as European because I'm clearly not.
You're Hispanic.
You're Hispanic, not a Latino.
Well, I already was Hispanic. That's the 37%. But I'm now considered European. So I don't want you guys to, put me in the
Mexican
same.
anymore?
Yeah, no, I'm not Mexican. No, that's ugh, never again. I already ordered my MAGA hats. Which,
Wait till the fucking tortillas come out. See how these motherfucker flocking.
You are a conquistador. That's what you are.
exactly. No, so now that makes sense though because this is why I'm immune to all diseases. Like I probably spread them.
You just spread them. Yeah.
I just spread them, but they don't affect me.
Let's see how coronavirus will get your ass. Anyway, let's get to our questions.
Questions. There's too many questions.
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they?
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My answers frighten you, Vincent, then you should cease asking scary questions.
Dear Tony and Mamba, I've been dating a great guy for a year and a half. He's funny, smart, and when he comes to my house, he washes. Whoa. When he comes to my house, he washes my dishes and plays with my son. He is attentive and
he's
he
a
cooks
coward.
for me.
Yeah.
He is always buying me little things like a desk coffee heater because he knows I love hot coffee, or smart bulbs that create cool colors in the living room.
They're not that expensive.
I hope not.
You can get them on Wish for like $3.
Hopefully, but you'll see why. He's a super
And they're Huawei brand, so they leak all your data.
Yeah, it's China. He's a super fun guy, and he often leaves sweet little notes around the house for me. The downside is he has zero ambition, zero motivation, and no life goals. We are in our early 30s, and I'm a professional with my own home. He lives in a small room in a house with 2 housemates. His job pays very little.
What does that mean? I'll let you continue, but I am a professional with my own home.
So she probably does something that pays well.
She doesn't need his financial
Right.
support. But
And clearly she's not going to get it.
But yeah, even if she wanted it, she couldn't get it.
Right?
So that's why he's writing notes because
Yeah.
he can't afford to buy. And like I said, those bulbs are pretty cheap.
His job pays very little, but although he has few responsibilities, he has been very slow to look for other jobs. Tony and Mamba, I have talked to him about our future. We both want to be together,
You just described your future.
but I told him I'm not going to support him. We want to move in together, but he needs to be more financially stable. He needs to be my equal. When we spoke, he agreed with me and the fact that he can do better. He promised he would be looking, but I have been waiting months to see a change in him and nothing. Should I wait for him? Should I talk to him again? I want so much more, and I am not sure he can deliver. I don't want to stay just because my son loves him so much. What should I do? Hopelessly vexed.
Take it from someone that is very similar to your boyfriend.
Has zero ambition?
I mean, I got some ambition. I'm about zero, but
I mean, you're probably making more than him, so that's a plus.
yeah, I think I'm doing all right in that department. What you can't do is you can't give him ambition. You can't give him
The will to
to
succeed,
succeed.
or the will to live.
TWTW, the will to win. It is something intangible that you cannot teach. Unfortunately, you want to know what your future is like. You just described it.
You're gonna take care of him for the rest of his life.
Unless he wants to change, unless he wants to better himself, he's not going to do it. And if you like push him and force him to, and he doesn't want to, he's probably just going to resent you for it, and it's going to be a struggle because he's only doing it just to, like, shut you up, not because he wants to.
Isn't that why guys do anything?
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, you don't want to be pushed that hard.
Yeah,
you want to nudge.
Guys will do things just like, I'm just gonna just shut you up, whatever. I'll just fucking do it. But certain things is like you have to do for yourself.
Right.
No, I get it. Would they say that they were in their early 30s?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm in my early 30s, and that he's living with two other guys.
with the housemates.
I couldn't do it. I don't want to live with two other dudes, especially like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I couldn't do it either. Tuh.
Come on, guys, we gotta all live together. The three of
Well,
us.
okay, I could probably live.
You guys wouldn't have to go anywhere to record.
That would be very convenient.
Okay, that'd be fine, just because I know you guys. But living with somebody is like completely different though, because you don't know what they do with. You know what I mean?
I mean, you don't know Tony's fapping schedule. What if his fapping
Oh,
schedule?
I already know.
What if it goes
I
with
tell
your
him every
shitting
time.
schedule?
Yeah, I request Snapchats. Yeah, like, and in your early 30s, I'm not saying that people don't change, but by that point, the person that you are is pretty much the person you're going to be. You know what I mean? Like, I may not be the most successful guy, but I'm making changes, or at least try. Like, I went back to school. I got a new job, so in the long run, it can pay off. Like, I did stuff. But if nobody's, like, doing anything to, not much you can do. But also, at the same time, it's 2020. Why would you adhere to gender norms? Why don't you let him be a stay-at-home dad?
Yeah.
You're a professional. You're making your own.
He doesn't need to be your equal. You could be greater than him.
Some people are cool with that nowadays.
Yeah.
Having a stay-at-home dad. Don't you want the power to, like,
Control him.
control him?
Control his finances.
Uh-huh.
That's a plus.
He, like, totally indebted to you?
Yeah, forever.
So, yeah. Maybe think about that a little bit.
Yeah,
Don't you want to be the one with the pants on in the relationship?
exactly.
You sound like a strong, independent woman.
Yeah.
Try it out.
You don't need his bitch ass.
Kind of have
Well,
have a kid already. It's like, you take what you can get.
Well, but that's not
Damn.
nice.
I mean, he sounds like a nice guy, but I guess you have to ask yourself, like, are you willing to?
But not just that, but like, do you want a guy that treats you like shit that makes money? You gotta, or a guy that treats you really nice and doesn't make shit?
Why not both?
Bro.
Has no money and treats you like shit.
Oh,
I mean, there you go.
now you're talking about every girl's dream.
Exactly. So, I mean, you got to
Yeah.
get what you know, get what,
Yeah.
like get in where you fit in, get, you know,
Yeah,
appreciate
unfortunately, you can't
have everything.
make him want. You can't want for him. So
I say be happy with what you have, right? I mean, if he's nice, if he's really, truly, honestly that good of a person, you gotta, I mean, you know, nobody's perfect. Right? You gotta have some trade-offs.
Yeah, what's that Kanye West lyric? Something stick
She take
by.
my money and I'm
Yeah,
in need.
yeah, but it says something stick by his side because
She's trifling. Yes, indeed.
one day he's bopping floors, next day he's out fries, and then when he gets on, he's gonna leave you for a white girl. Something around the. So,
That has nothing to do with what you're saying, but okay.
it does. It's poetry.
Anyway, so yeah, I say take what you get, appreciate them, love them, whatever. Nobody's perfect, right?
Nobody's perfect.
Anyway, all right. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/NKOTP1. Follow us on Twitter at New Kids on the Pod. See us on Instagram, also New Kids on the Pod. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, YouTube, Stitcher. I said Stitcher, Spotify, everywhere. Shoot us an email, newkidsonthepod@gmail.com, or leave us a voicemail, 774-40-NKOTP.
In a world full of Europeans.
I am one of them.
All right, guys.
And don't you forget it.
We've been on a roll, so I guess we'll check you out next week.
Oh, yeah,
We're due to skip.
We haven't skipped a week.
Yeah, we haven't, but that doesn't mean we're about to.
Oh, we could do it.
Anyway, all right, guys.
All right, I got to urinate. Bye.
Me too. Kissies on your dickies.
Are you both going to urinate together?